but also the offense down on it was really nice.
Bind is also very nice.
Oh no, let me tell you
It
about
sounds
how
like I just
harder
need
bosses-
fucking everything.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, just take everything.
but also, you were experiencing the nerfed version, so you can probably get away with
It's still
whatever.
rough. Just ask Festivore.
It's still rough.
My
The thing
point is,
that
so that's why I was saying just general things and not trying to tell Wang what to bring. Just like, hey, bit of sanity restoration might do you some good.
Oh, right.
I'm sure Wang can feel it out.
I should have cooked this.
Yeah.
I should have cooked this ahead of time, but I have been doing the epilogue of Asta Libra for 3 days.
That's a lot of epilogue.
Yeah, and that's actually the second half of the game, not the epilogue.
That's what I was saying. Like, I got to the epilogue and it just felt like, hey, motherfuckers, the prologue's done. And I'm like, what? That was 8 chapters. Yeah, prologue's done.
Yeah, that's the prologue.
Like, yeah, all this all this shit you just saw, all this 50 hours of gameplay, that was foreplay. Here's the plot.
Yes,
Well,
but
I love
actually,
Final Fantasy 12.
so all those hours of gameplay, that is what was in the original version. Everything that comes over after that is in the revision version.
Hmm.
It's like
Power move.
No.
You have people suffer that long just where you actually get the real story.
But the thing is, like, you had
Yeah,
actually good writing and still plot progression in those 8 chapters, but it wasn't like the plot, it was like character stories. This is like, hey bitch, here's the Ooh. I retweeted art of this earlier today where Limbus Company won Google Play's Best Indie Game of 2023, and that gets us a free 10 pull with a guarantee of a 3-star.
Google Play Korea.
Oh, Google Play Korea.
Yeah, that's what KR is.
Still,
But,
I'm
yeah.
not about to complain about a free 10 pull.
I am. I'm gonna complain. Mine was flaccid as fuck. I got another Blade Lineage song. That's it.
I'm holding off. 'cause
I'm holding off until there's more fucking reasons.
I could-
Say it like it'll matter.
I can only use it on this banner, can't I?
Yeah,
You can only use it on
Yes.
that one.
does not include ego.
Uh,
You should check out level 80 of the season's pass.
thank you for reminding me. I knew I was forgetting something, but also, there's no more chapters in the thing, right? Can I just cash this out?
Yeah,
you can just
that's
push
it.
out.
This is the last thing. Also, side stream.
Sorry, I was looking for the battle pass because I thought it was part of the what's it called?
Man, Phil, how the fuck did you get to level 120 already?
I did a lot of Mirror Dungeon.
I don't understand how young people get like.
Ooh, you were just like muted as fuck there. Ah, I see. Yes. Exactly.
Very important to you.
Oh yeah. My faves.
Just, I don't understand how y'all can pour so much time in without burning out.
I mean, that's the secret. I found something else and I was like, I could play Limbus Company later, and then I didn't.
I mean, I've done 3 fucking mystery dungeons, and I don't have 120. How'd you manage it?
I mean, I've been doing them
Two hard modes should get you up to 80. Cause like
Yeah.
I did just one hard mode dungeon. I got to 34.
I just been doing them on my off time when I draw or play other games.
Yeah, no, I have Nikkei for idle shit. I guess that's the difference. Yeah, no, because this would kill my desire to play the game at that point. Just, 'cause I'm already on the tail end of burnout.
And yeah, I actually use like login, cash in some stuff, and run the normal mirror dungeon once, and that's it. Because I need something to keep me busy while I'm not doing nothing.
Also, I'm just surprised you do normal mode and hard mode.
I always forget how to do egos on this version. There we go. Fluid sac. I
need
need
to do my hard mode.
so much more. Oh my god.
You have so many fucking boxes.
Yeah.
Not as much as you might think. I think it's enough for like one more.
Every time you complain, it's the same thing.
B3. Alright, that's not too much. Don't mind me, chat. I'm doing accounting.
I have 20 boxes, Wang, okay? So every time you complain about inefficiency, I want to wrap my hands around it.
Well, then do it, because I'm fucking, like, trying to, like, do what I can here. Like, some people spend stuff and then immediately regret it when the new stuff comes out, and I've felt that multiple times.
I don't buy into the collect them all thing. That's my secret. I've played enough gacha to just, like, learn to cut my losses.
Yeah.
Man, it's a bummer that I'm not going to be using fucking just free damage on Honglu here. Also, is Funny Clam any good on Yisong?
I haven't used it at all,
I
but
feel
it is a
like-
piercing thing. In Uptide users, there's a chance of you getting more, like hitting more people. So
Does he have any good rupture stuff?
The only rupture you.
Honglu has K-Corp.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not using that for rupture. You're using that because he's an unstoppable killing machine.
Yeah, because it doesn't die.
He just does not die if you play the cards right.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Because everybody's criticizing me for my orb collection. My orb
I'm not.
My orb collection accrued across 6 months.
Speaking of which, you leveled up.
Yeah, last week or last stream.
Oh, then I'm surprised you're not making more modules.
Oh, I just want to take a look at the thing before I do that, because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, you could cache your modules, go in there, there's more plot.
no, it's all you need is just modules. So it's just a dungeon, and that's it.
He has so much HP.
Yeah.
Holy
no, and
shit.
He fucking heals. He's ridiculous. Which is why I never use him. Because I'm a fool.
I wish they made it
I don't
easy.
use them too much.
I wish they made it
like
easier to figure out what gets adjusted on thread spin.
Isn't it the
He's
yellow?
the yellow.
Yeah, but there's some stuff in yellow that's in other thread spins that they just already have anyway, and it's like kind of a lie.
Well, it's usually showing number up too.
Yeah.
What is this one?
Honestly,
Oh,
what you
fuck!
gotta use.
I just blindly hit it! Well, I'm now the proud owner of Tier 4 soda!
I mean, it now heals
Congratulations.
for 15 SP, so congrats, I guess.
Yeah, it also
He
yeah.
has uses.
Why you use that when you can?
Dimension Shredder, Kong Lu, literally unkillable.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's passive, right? You don't really need to take it beyond Tier 2, right?
Oh, not really.
No, unless you want even more rupture.
Yeah, which in my experience, like, Dimension Shredder, you're not using for the damage, because it's not really
What happens if I
there.
Tier 4 Honglu? What do I get out of it?
Aggro.
Aggro, coin power.
Aggro is
A lot of
weird. Like, I feel like aggro would be more important in unfocused fights rather than focused fights.
I mean, coin power on his 3 is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, but you're then slapping aggro on all of his moves, so it's like,
너도 야자야?
how hard do you want him to tank, basically?
다른 사람들은 어쩜 그렇게 의자에 못 박힌 듯 앉아 있을 수 있는 거야? 가만.
well,
진짜 못을
if I'm
박았나?
taking, if I'm replacing Rodeo with Honglu, I could put Rodeo on her base identity and get a I think she has Gamble?
Why are you getting rid of Rhodia?
Because y'all are telling me that I need, like, fucking Burn and Rupture, and Rhodia doesn't really have any of those.
Yeah, I use Rhodia from it. It's
I
just
mean,
that,
I said burn or rupture.
Yeah, Burn, Rupture.
Basically, what I'm hearing is I have to basically use everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Just
I
really down.
was just saying, like, just keep
다른
it simple,
사람들은
stick
어쩜
with what
그렇게
you know.
의자에
No,
못
it's
박힌
really
듯
just like
앉아있을
the
수 있는 거야?
thing that I say.
I'm just gonna
is-
play.
진짜 못을 박았나?
Yeah.
Thank you, Wang. Thank you.
It's just Pierce, really.
Like, I just keep hearing so much advice that I'm just like, I don't know what you all want from me.
I mean, I use Rospan and Rodian for Gloomgame.
I don't think I'm gonna actually use Greg, but he has a passive that I could use.
And I used DC Rhodia and she was fine.
That's saying mostly for the Gloomgame.
Probably
Yeah, Gloom Gain's good if you're looking for to make up for like Regret Faust.
the thing is, you're not. If you're using Gloom on Rodian, then something has gone wrong because you have to discard that.
No, I'm talking about her Gloom for Rose Banner.
Oh
That's what
yeah,
Festival was talking about.
right. Rose Spanner. That's what you were talking about. Thought you said DC, and I was really confused.
No, I said DC worked for me, but then Festival was saying why he brought Rose Spanner. I get it. There's a lot of noise. It's understandable.
너도
Yeah.
여자야?
I've just decided to
다른
shut up.
사람들은 어쩜 그렇게 의자에 못 박힌 듯 앉아있을 수
Survive.
있는 거야? 가만, 진짜 못을
The answer is hit them until they're dead.
Yeah, just
Also, since you got middle little brother for some sanity gain, you might want to think about your team setup a bit more then.
he's just there, and I don't disagree, but I don't think, like, if we're gonna do what I want to do, then, like, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I know. I just figured I'd put it out there.
Yeah, I'm aware, but, like, there's no other lobotomy ego, and this is Faust's best identity at the moment.
Clearly,
would
what you
almost-
need is W Dawn and Wyoshu.
Yeah.
I'm
She
going
works
to
fine. It works
remain
fine. Any-
shutting up, I suppose.
No.
Any of the
What do you want to say, Tiger Brows?
And Faust might be a choice.
Really?
Yes, I use.
She has envy, which feels sack better.
The
than
problem is, like, I've been
Brows.
so disappointed with her clashing ability lately. It's been fucking miserable.
That's fine. She's a support.
Well, that's the thing. Like, even if she's a support, if she fails to clash and gets staggered, which has happened a lot lately, then I've been finding myself wanting.
All right.
It's just tough.
Obviously, we got used.
It's tough because I understand why you're recommending it, but from personal experience, I've been so let down by death grips lately.
Hey, Wayne, can you do me a solid?
What?
Could you get rid of the new sign, please?
The what?
Unnotice. The little
It's
bouncy
annoying me.
dudes.
new sign? Check what is new.
Please, pretty please.
Well, I need a minute to think because I'm trying to process all this information.
Okay, actually, might I make a suggestion?
What?
If you're gonna be bringing little brother Merceau, then maybe swap out your Ish, because both Molar offices work together.
Ish doesn't have a Molar office, does she?
If she
Well, it
does,
works.
Muller
Does that
Bogarts.
count as a matching
yes.
faction?
Weirdly, yes, it does.
Okay.
yeah. Tiger tested it out last night.
Technically, Highway and they're the same person.
This wouldn't work though, would it? Even though they're both ego : something.
No,
No.
because one's a lobotomy ego.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You know, funny enough, W Dawn actually saved my ass at the very end.
I mean, W John is very reliable. That's why I was like,
well, because like Leap is a good move and it has good Gloom. Like it's Gloom game. So
I've been.
that's
using
what I was thinking. Cause like,
너도 여자야? 아,
The problem is, do I T4 her?
어쩜 그렇게 의자에 못 박힌 듯 앉아 있어?
I've been using a bunch of egos at the end to save my ass.
Yeah, egos are strong in your friend. They're fucking great for clashing.
No, not tier 4 and ego, tier 4 W Dawn.
Yeah. Look, Ben. Look and let me think, like...
Because, like, it makes her operate, rip at 8 rather than 10.
Yeah, it also makes it so that all of her other moves also key off of charge. So you aren't just sitting there with your ass out in the wind whenever you get full rip ready.
I'm gonna need, like, a fucking, like, buzzer system ready. Wait, she's only...
Because, yeah, look at...
She's only 50'd up. Oh, wait, that wasn't an ego.
Yeah, you can look at what it does. It's just like...
Oh, I've been looking at it. I've just been sitting on it for a while, because, you know.
다른 사람들은 어쩜 그렇게 의자에 못 박힌 듯 앉아 있을 수 있는 거야?
16, 34...
Clearly it's time to use your brown boxes. I always use the brown boxes right away.
Well, I might have to now, because that was a pretty pitiful set of boxes.
Because they're kind of worthless.
Yeah.
My greatest regret was not packing Little Brother. Because I could have benefited from my W boys.
It's free sanity.
Yeah, I've been told that, like, it is just the thing to use now for Rousseau if he's not on the front line.
Juan Wehote and Weoshu.
Alright. After 30 minutes of fucking around and trying to process all this information, let's continue the plot.
Time to fuck around and find out.
Oh, hey, the rewards are here.
Yep. Guess the chapter's done.
Damn, 5 to enter now.
Look at that. Just enough.
No more. I make 6 every bar.
Yes, I know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, the big reason why I was able to get so much fucking orbs over the fucking cold season is, if you are very diligent about it, you could get 2 bars a day, which for me is 12, and then I just pay like 1 bit of lunacy for an extra 7, so that's like 19 a day for me. Yes, this is the roster I would love to use. Oh, this is not Heart of Darkness. This is not like a big war metaphor. This is, some other metaphor. Remember, this is books.
I mean, it's literally Moby Dick. It's just Moby Dick.
Yeah.
We already dealt with the old man in the sea.
Oh, is that what fucking Indigo is supposed to be?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, I didn't even see that. See, Wandering Spellsword gets it. Oh boy. I think I know what this is gonna be about.
That's right, Wang. It's about lesbians.
Oh yeah, I mean, I thought that was a given the moment Smee was a woman.
I mean, yes, but did you see that sentence about the scars on her skin that only
Yeah.
knew?
Yeah, don't worry. The metaphor is literally hitting me in the fucking face with a harpoon. Don't worry.
Gay, homosexual, gay.
It's just the bicon we deserve.
Oh, this is the first time we're actually seeing this.
No, I showed you it in the loading screen.
Well, we saw this, but it was... Oh, right, Ducky. But I don't think we saw her in the still we were shown.
We caught, like, a couple flashes of it, but yeah.
How did you survive? We're like in the deep of the lake.
Have you seen Titanic?
Yeah, I mean, how could I not?
I haven't. I prefer
See,
not to be bored.
see, the thing about Ducky is that this is what would eventually become of oh god,
Malchus Pen.
yeah, Malchus Pen. Thank you, Festifor.
No, and obviously it escapes. It takes place after.
Yeah, exactly. Malchus Pen is everywhere. It's a funny thing that in both L Corp and Ruina, Malkuth always had a pen with a little ducky at the end of it.
Oh, Malkuth. Okay.
Oh, that is a crotchety old voice.
Hell yeah, it is.
I like it. I like the captain.
It's funny.
It's fucking horrible.
It's funny thinking about this because, like, I was thinking about this chapter while y'all were like clamoring about it in the Discord. And my first thought was that Futurama scene where Leela was asking about Mrs. Queequeg. All this talk of a coffin, though, I just imagine Queequeg coming back as a vampire, fucking JoJo style. Queequeg just comes out and just shoots eye lasers at you.
We go to State Queequeg, and it's just like that one scene from Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Just blood everywhere.
She just ate.
Whew. Man, I thought I was done with Darkest Dungeon.
I mean, dude, you literally just sailed headlong into a fucking whale.
Yeah.
Yes, we're in the meat dungeon now.
I hate it.
Are they actually here?
I don't know, I think Ish is just having a bad time.
Yeah, she's like Ishmael's level, right?
Also, you know what it is. Also, look at Compulsion, you're gonna fucking hate it.
Oh yeah, she's always had this.
Yeah, well no, basically after every encounter, her sanity resets to negative 25.
Yeah, like, it's what I've honestly been expecting. Whale of guts.
Sucks. It sucks so hard.
The first thing I noticed upon waking up was the unpleasant sensation of this place. I tried to recall what Ishmael's plan was. This place is... So, does this mean it's needed for the fight?
Yes, you have to
Yeah.
use Ish.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how I want to lay this out, because much like before, this is the unfortunate scenario of a lot of these people really want to be rank 1. But I think Don Quixote, either Don Quixote or Faust, or not Faust, Ryoshu needs it the most.
I think Dawn needs rank 1 the most.
Yeah,
if we're
but
talking anyone.
because she's suffered from power creep. Like Ryoshu just needs 7. Faust needs 8.
Well,
Faust?
also
Faust done.
But either way, the other issue too is Rip just does not generate charge the way EC does.
Mm-hmm.
I forget, actually, I remember reading, but I forget what the selection order was.
The selection what?
The order that you pick them up, I forget what it does.
Basically it means who
it-
gets the extra turn first.
Yep.
Because it's going to be Don. Second turn, Don gets an extra turn. Third turn, Faust is going to get an extra turn. etc., etc. Basically, think n-1 for who gets the next extra turn.
Yeah, and your boy Heath really does not want an extra turn.
Yeah, so you like,
Yes, yes.
so like Rhodia doesn't need it because she just needs to use her either her basic or her ult, and she's ready. Her number 2, her second attack is ready. Yes, her number 2. Fuck. Hong Lu doesn't really care about turn because he doesn't generate resources. He's just there to take hits.
So really quick, Wang, if you want to take advantage of little brother, then you should probably bring Otis.
Yeah.
Otis and Ryoshu?
Otis
yeah.
probably instead of Rosja, honestly.
It's gonna affect my roster a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's only if. Like, it's not a necessity, it's just like...
Because amusingly enough, the more I think about it, Regret Faust doesn't really need the higher ranks, because one use of our 1 or 2 and she's ready to go.
Because, yeah.
Pierce Bash.
What's Hong Lu?
I don't know. I was told to use Hong Lu.
I mean, you don't have to use them for every fight, but...
How do I want to do this?
제압을 준비합니다.
The immediate sensation upon waking up was that it was moist and cold, yet oddly warm in some places. Yeah, the blood vessels. Where are we?
Know where you are, shut up!
Well, we know we're in the whale, but where in the whale are we? Because that would actually determine how we would respond to things, because the lungs and the stomach are 2 totally different places.
Well, I doubt you got inhaled, so...
I mean, you've inhaled something you were trying to drink before, right, Torpin?
I've inhaled my
directly
own
into the mouth.
spit, what's your point?
You go directly into the mouth. You're not going to just wake up in the asshole highway.
But what if you did?
Then you got a lot of. You missed a lot then.
I'm actually panicking right now. It's just that my face is stuck like this.
The cigarette is the one thing keeping him sane.
No, I was talking like Hong Lu. Like, that's the joke. That's the joke. I'm always like this. I'm panicking as we speak. Glimmer, glimmer. So when are we gonna find a wooden doll?
Come to find
Wooden
out,
doll?
like, his glittering just operates on a bell curve. Like, the more neutral he is, the less he glitters.
Fenfil, it's Pinocchio. In the tail end of the Pinocchio tale, he gets eaten by a whale.
Alright, Pinocchio, I forgot.
Man, this would have actually been a really good one for the Talisman doll as the Pinocchio reference. When are we gonna find an Italian? That reference is lost on me.
Geppetto?
Yeah, Geppetto.
Geppetto's Italian?
Does that name not scream Italian to you?
No. I mean, you know what? Good point. I just never thought about it.
I think what it is.
It's just playing quote unquote.
당신들 알아서 결정해요. 관리자님의 결정이 제일 중요하겠죠. 아무튼 이 회사나 저나 목적을 달성하는
Look, it's been...
방법을
How old am I?
Mid-30s?
30 years since I last watched Pinocchio? I want to say that, because I think I watched it when I was 6... Like, when I was under 10 years old. I just don't remember when.
I mean, chat, to be fair, if, like, Wang's main exposure was the cartoon movie, which it probably was...
It was.
Then it's very understandable, because that got...
Whitewashed.
Severely.
Basically, anything Disney touches gets whitewashed.
Obviously, having to watch the Pauly Shore Pinocchio one.
What? That sounds intense.
Finally, it's time instead to play Lies of P.
Everybody's been telling me to play that. Maybe I should.
도박이야 이스.
I have feelings about Lies of P.
Lies of P is good, but the thing is, they have been
그리고 그건
updating the game, so it's easier since launch.
I need to get
관리자님은
back
어떻게
into it.
생각하세요?
Ishmael looked at me with expectant eyes as though she knew I had no choice but to agree to this psychotic plan. Her eyes were
Calling it a plan is being very generous.
Her eyes were telling me, you came this far for the golden bow. You're gonna come back empty-handed? Virgil's sitting there. Virgil's also sitting there like, well, Dante? Are you gonna say no to this young lady?
It's like, I hesitate to call diving into the fucking whale like you're an Olympic swimmer a plan, but okay.
Virgil, 6 hours is not enough to get digested by this whale.
Well, you don't want to be digested.
Look, man, I'm just taking a dark humor approach to this whole insane scenario. LCA. Advanced team?
Limbus Company after.
After team.
Oh, after team, right.
They're the ones who brought in Verge alongside Faust.
They're the ones that also came in after the debacle with Chroma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all wear funny Daft Punk masks.
How do you know that? Because I don't think we've actually seen an after team.
In Leviathan.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm so...
Boy, howdy, I sure wish Leviathan was translated.
I wish it was continued as a comic instead of a fucking book and was also translated, yes.
It's how you also learn that Faust has been in the company longer than Verge.
Interesting. Okay, so let me get this straight. If we fail to find the golden bow stuck where inside a fucking whale in 6 hours, you won't hesitate blowing us to smithereens alongside the whale.
Okay.
Did I get that right?
It's not Verge, it's the LCA. The LCA is about results. They are special agents. They are the top tier.
I will not relay that comment.
Yeah, remember the before team is just there for reconnaissance and scouting.
Yeah.
They're more like
After team as well. The sinner's fucked up. Gotta clean up.
No, they come in afterwards regardless to clean up.
Ah. Faust, what are our odds? Our odds are not zero, but they might as well be.
You don't want the LCA coming in.
Oh, so they're basically the equivalent of the rabbits. Do you have any other ideas that might get us the golden bow?
Oh, Faust knew all, damn it.
Well, when you know everything, it's a lot of data to sort through, and Faust knows she doesn't process.
낮은 확률일 것으로 생각했던 방식으로 작전을 극적으로 성공시켜왔던 것은 사실이라고.
We do have a track record.
Yeah.
Okay then, let's get this done.
I mean, you're currently 4 for 4 in that regard, so yeah.
Yeah, there's a saying that my family likes to say that, like, once is luck, twice is coincidence, third is fact. The fact that we're on 4,
저만의 새롭게 세운 이론을 더욱 공고히 하게 되었습니다.
Luckily, we didn't lose any sinners on the way down. All 12 of them made it down here, just as we had planned. But, guys, where's the boat? The boat was nowhere to be seen. Ah, we're gonna fucking surf we're gonna surf the fucking Pequod out of here, aren't we?
Maybe.
좋아. 얼른 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
I caught it for a split second. The intro to the fight said a long river something.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
The long river is the intestine.
지금이 기회인 것 같아.
Huh, pumping up Dom was a pretty good idea, honestly. Well, she got the tremor, so fucking we ball. And then we'll shoot a motherfucker in the face.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어. 힘들고 승객이 딱콩 한 번 먹었어. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
Wait, how many waves was this fight?
It's one.
Okay.
완벽한 한 방. 시원한
Remember, it is a dungeon.
What a great quick suppression.
Hey, it worked. It was suppressed.
And quickly too.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, this is a good dungeon layout. We voluntarily entered the pallid whale's maws in search of the golden bow. Luckily, all 12 sinners made it down here without getting lost. But where's our boat? Dude, where's my boat?
눈을 크게 뜨고 보트를 찾는데 전념하도록.
아니, 눈은 크게 뜨지 않아도 돼.
I have part of the boat embedded in my leg. Also, hello, Carmine.
오른쪽.
Merceau specifically shaped like the boat.
그곳에 우리가 타고.
The fact that Merceau is so precise with measurements is terrifying to me.
We'll just use Merceau as Merceau.
Merceau will T-pose and be the boat, yes.
Merceau.
마지막까지 들어야 한다. 배 75%.
Oh, the
The boat is rich in nutrients, okay?
The Mersaut is doesn't feel good on the mouth.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
와, 그렇다면 이건 배에서부터 나온.
Wow, this is a boat, huh?
다회 사용을 고려해서 만든 배였는데 말이죠.
I hate my brain just picturing like a figurehead on a ship that is just a fucking mermaid Merceau with rippling abs.
Honglu was
same stone face though, completely unmoving face.
Honglu was pointing at the pitiful sight of an absolutely busted-looking piece of the propeller. Well, to be exact, busted pieces of the propellers and what appear to be what once have been our boat's engines. Something comes to a sputtering halt amidst the wreckage. Oh. Good thing they're not here. Good thing they're not here.
Yeah.
Also, you're just gonna forget about Olga, the best girl? Come on. This is a pretty painful.
Saying like Olga did any work.
This is a pretty painful sight for us too. Look, Festivore, somebody has to be the manager.
So useless.
Yeah. Unlike at the Lobotomy Corporation branch, I could definitely feel it as somewhere in here. But it's also really far away, so I can't tell where exactly. What's that about turning the clock? Oh. The whale's pallor has taken over their bodies and minds. Of course, it only makes sense that this place is crawling with mermaids.
Just kidnap one of these palletified LCC B members and you show the pilot, "Hey, pilot, I got your crew back."
I found your captain! Yay!
Mummified.
I don't want to talk about mummies right now. Fenfel will understand. Also, man, Muller Otis is not getting any work done. Ugh.
나이스! 하나 잡혔다. 한바탕 해볼까?
Also, oh wait, Merceau's not triggering because I don't think I have the resources yet. Because I need 4 purple for the thing to trigger? Yeah, Merceau is not active yet. We are 1 purple away. Oh, Don Don still needs 10 for rip space.
Yeah, no, the point is that all of her stuff keys off of charge now.
한바탕 해볼까?
Oh, everything was staggered. We didn't fucking anything to worry about. Shit. Clean up. Register 6.
All that meat.
This is Darkest Dungeon 3. There's fucking meat everywhere, Torpid.
Was there a mid dungeon in Darkest Dungeon 1?
Dungeon 3.
Okay. And in 2?
I have not completed 2.
Okay.
2 really disappointed me with how far up their own ass they got with difficulty.
Seemed kind of monotonous, honestly.
곧 저런 꼴이 되는 건 아니야? 먹힌 거잖아, 우리.
Like, it seems like all the time in Darkest Dungeon 2 you are at a disparity, because at any point an enemy will always have at least one action on you, sometimes 3.
For me, it's more like it's run-based, but every run feels the same.
Yeah. And there's no, like, fun versatility like with 1 where you could take 4 dogs and just go for a walk.
No, you gotta be pretty utilitarian.
하지만 언제까지 지속될 수 있을지는 알 수 없겠죠. 환경이 변해버렸으니까요.
In other words, spending too long in here could turn us into mermaids. Just like them. Wasn't sure if I could bring back a sinner that's turned into a mermaid. But where do we even go? I don't have even the slightest idea as to where we might be.
이상하네요. 고래라는 건 뱃속에서도 비가 내리는 걸까요?
I was still unsure where to go, so much so that I was starting to feel completely lost when Honolulu suddenly blurted something about rain. What are you talking about?
아, 방금 제 어깨로 물이 몇 방울 떨어졌거든요.
야, 잠깐만. 우리는 이거한테 먹혔고 곧바로 떨어져서 꼬라박은 곳이 여기였지?
Right.
내가 가끔 당연한 게 헷갈려서 그러는데 보통 음식을 먹으면
Something I need someone to confirm my common sense.
I mean, with everything that has been going on, it kind of makes sense that you start doubting your common sense.
Also, this place is so like fucking mammoth in nature that you won't be able to identify what you are in.
그거야 당연히 위장이지. 아까부터 배고프다고 울고 있는 불쌍한 내 위장.
히스클리프 씨의 질문에 대한 의도가 파악되었습니다. 위장에선 효율적으로 음식물을 소화하기 위하여 끊임없이 위생이.
Hoglu's like, oh, that's why I feel like I'm on fire.
학교에서 배웠던 것 같아요. 무슨 강한 산이라고.
Oh, gastric acid. I don't remember the chemical composition of gastric acid though.
It's bad.
It's strong.
Oh yeah.
I've heard it's bad for your skin.
그래서 물이 떨어진 위치에 옷이 녹아내렸던 거군요. 따끔하기도 하고요.
Oh my god, Hoglu, you are so stupid.
He's such a fucking himbo. I love it.
Oh, you are such a himbo. I stared at Honglu's shoulder. Something had burrowed a hole there, and the surrounding skin was sizzling and melting away.
I can still smile.
No, you're fated to become what happens to your porridge, Dawn.
하나 긍정적인 발견을 보고드리자면
Hydrochloric acid. Ah, yeah, that stuff will eat through anything. Hydrochloric acid is fucking terrifying.
Maybe hydrochloric acid.
Everyone, we gotta run. I don't care how many pieces of you there are left, just make sure that there's something left for me to bring back. It's because of the membrane, the chemical composition of the membrane that our stomach secretes helps protect against that acid, but if you're insane and eat even more acidic food, you'll burn a hole in your stomach. Oh yeah, it is a bicarbonate, yeah. That's why stuff like Pepto-Bismol and Tums work really well.
But yeah, Festivore, tell me your feelings on hydrofluoric acid.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
It's the best way to get rid of shitters.
Okay, what is that? I I feel like this is a reference, but I don't know to what.
You always wear a shitter highway.
That's what I figured, but I wasn't 100% sure, because I don't remember where that is in, that game.
Hey, do you push the button or no? Yes or no?
I don't think I did.
Oh no, why did you push the button? No, I felt like I was compelled to. I didn't do it of my own will. Pass out. Can't believe Highway forgot the coveted shower scene.
Dude, that game broke my graphics card. Like, everything else during that game is just a memory of absolute hatred. Also, VR.
Killed a fucking computer. That's amazing.
Not a computer, just the graphics rendering hardware.
Which game again?
Zero Final Trick.
Zero Time Dilemma.
I did not see that. That's you.
It was kind of impressive, honestly. Because when this fight's done, I'll explain to you what else it did to what else I learned about my computer when I did that. So who wants to hear about Highwing fucking up a computer that he bought, like, immediately after a disaster? Because,
Go on.
when I got the new computer after Zero Time Dilemma destroyed my graphics card, I got the new thing in, and I thought, okay, I'll get some new stuff in, because I know this is a prefab, and I know all the parts are shit. I'll get the RAM, I'll get the CPU heatsink, and then I'll get, and then it'll be ready to go. So I put the RAM in. RAM works. Still works to this day. Fucking shocking, I know. I get to the heatsink. The heatsink is too big for this PC. But the problem is, in order to remove the old heatsink, I used a power drill.
Oh my god.
Why?
I can't explain why, Festivore. Luckily, and I mean luckily, the only thing I did was raise the screw into the spring so it couldn't go back in. So the stock heatsink was functionally worthless now, which, who cares? It's a fucking stock heatsink. Thank goodness it was just that, because it could have been a lot worse. So I had to...
But it wasn't, and that's what matters.
But because of that, I had to buy a new heatsink for my computer, which was $85 at the time. So I went from spending $100 to, or not $1,000 to $1,100. So that was done. That was done. I got everything ready to go. 2 days later, the hard drive, the solid-state hard drive that was being used for my operating system was a lemon, because it died.
Great.
So I had to buy a new M2 solid-state drive, hard drive, for the express purposes of housing my OS. So that 1,100 became 1,300. I could have bought something better. But after that, all the computer problems went away and everything started working. But, yeah. Like, I learned real quick, no power tools in the PC. Luckily, I had enough sense to also, keep that unplugged, because who knows what the electrical discharge would have done. No, I get it, Carmine. It's a miracle that it didn't go wrong.
Why did Zero Time Dilemma fuck up your graphic card again? How did it do that?
I don't think it did specifically. I just attribute it to it because of the timing. But by the time I started playing Zero Time Dilemma, I started noticing graphical issues, which was related to the graphics card being overheated, which I'm assuming was due to the weather of the area.
Zero Time Dilemma didn't want you to play it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Everybody hated it because of like what it did to the series. I hate it for what it did to my computer.
Ah, the pragmatic choice.
But yeah, like the prefab is working now, like against my better judgment. Well, better. That's not the word to use. Anyways, that's story time with Highwing. I still have the power drill that I used to, unscrew that heatsink. The whale's stomach acid began to rain. We had no choice but to run away to the best of our abilities. That's when we started suddenly hearing voices talking to us. Mermaids? I think the logic at the time was I couldn't get enough torque on my hand screws to get it out, so I just said, fuck it, we ball. And so we ran, trying to weave our way between the pouring stomach acid, without even knowing where we're supposed to go.
이거 신기한 광경인걸.
신기라기보단 수상한데요?
What?
너무 크게 감탄을 하시는 바람에 전부 우리를 보게 되었습니다.
Who's there?
당신들 말이야. 말을 하잖아.
인어가 말을 하오.
우리는 인어가 아니야. 이렇게 말 잘하는 인어 본 적이 있어?
이들은 백화 현상이 일부만 진행되었다.
Also, I will say this, Carmine, because of what happened that time, which was effectively 2 years ago at this point, I have been very deliberate about who I ask and how I go through, like, working on my computer. Or any hardware, to be honest.
그럼 뭐야?
Because, what was it recently? I think it was... I remember deliberating with something with Log a lot on how to deal with my PC, and it was a good thing that I did.
시간이 없으니까 간단하게만 말할게.
Basically, nowadays I just say, hey Log, help me out here.
여기는 10분에 한 번씩.
Man, this whale has an acid problem.
너희 몸이 강철로 이루어졌다면
I don't even think steel will help here.
않겠지만 선택을 하는 게 좋을 거야. 우리가 내린 줄을 잡고 이곳을 빠져나갈지 아니면 여기서
Become nutrients.
영양소가 되어서 이놈이랑 한 몸이 될지.
뭐, 우린 너희들이 녹으면 무기만 건져 올라가도 되니까.
I think that's Heathcliff's voice actor there.
Yeah, sounds like it.
몇 명은 이미 조금 녹아버렸군.
And I think that's Ryoshu. Do we even have a choice here?
줄 내려, 당장!
That's not a rope. They muttered something among
It's a rope.
They muttered something amongst themselves as though they found something funny about the situation and tossed an odd-looking rope in our direction. This is just that one scene from Indiana Jones 4. It's like, grab the stake. Don't call it a stake. Call it a rope. Grab the rope.
Yeah, it's basically that.
허파에서 뽑아온 모세의 혈관 다발이야.
Oh.
산에도 1시간 이상은 버틸 수 있어.
그래, 왜 그런 걸 물어봐서 기분 나빠.
With Rhodey and her grumblings in tow, we struggled up the bundle of capillary. That's kind of impressive considering there's tendons that you could get. I don't know who you guys are, but thanks.
야, 이번 낚시는
Holy shit.
돌아가면 금화 3개는 포상으로 받겠는걸?
이 째깍거리는 녀석은 더 쳐질 것 같은데.
Did they regain their sanity by being near us?
낚시? 우리를 낚았다는 말인가?
우린 정기적으로 이곳에 들리거든.
Oh god, I'm trying to... This Rambo motherfucker here is all I could think of.
Man is beefy as fuck.
하지만 절반은 인어가 되기 직전에
You basically think of a certain anime character, right?
교류자들이지.
Helk?
6분 후면 바로 우리를 죽이려고 들었어.
No.
그리고 나머지 절반은 그냥
Like his face.
인어들.
Yeah, like I see his face and all I could think of is Helk.
No, his eyebrows are too crazy.
Yeah, you got a point there.
말도 하고 인어가 되어가고 있지 않은 선원들을 만난 건 아마 처음이.
G.I. Joe-ass looking motherfucker, yeah. Yeah, they have the stuff on them, that's why I'm sitting here thinking, like, did they just regain their sanity on proximity? So why do you guys come here every once in a while then?
이 시계머리 선원은 계속 째깍거리기만 하네. 뭐라고 말이라도 하는 거야. 기계. 우리가 이곳에 있을 동안 유행이 많이 바뀌었나 봐.
Look, man, we don't have choices half the time.
보통 말은 할 수 있지 않나?
그러니까 저자는 사정이 있어서 정상적으로 소통을 못 하고 있는 거야.
그래. 사정이라는 건 각자 있는
Something tells me he's the farthest gone.
우리 선원들도 마찬가지야. 말하는 건 언제나 힘겹지.
우리를 만난 걸 다행으로 여기는 게 좋을 거다, 자샤.
우리는 곧 이곳을 나갈 거니까.
We followed their confident guiding steps, but there was no way to look at the situation without a bit of suspicion. Where do you think they're taking us? What if they're leading us into a trap?
공격을 하려고 했다면 저희가 절벽에 올라올 때 했을 거예요. 기습에 제일 취약했을 때이니까. 그리고
Ishmael opened her mouth as though she knew she was about to say something, but then stopped herself before turning around. It looks like she hadn't finished processing her thought yet.
저 작살 분명 본 적이 있어.
그런데 너희는 어느
The Limbusy.
출신이라고 했지?
그게 림버스 그 호러. 아마 잘 모를 거야.
I like how in any situation, like 9 times out of 10, Gregor is the front man for like negotiations. The other 10 is Otis, and that's when things just start bad.
인어도 아니면서 왜 그렇게 어물거리지? 선장의 이름을 대라. 유사 출신이면 대충이나마 알 수 있을지도 모르니까.
Yeah, that's just Heath.
우리 선장.
Is our captain Charon or Virgil? I don't know at this point. I don't fucking know. I haven't taken the helm. Not sure if I could call myself a captain here.
운전대를 잡는 자라면.
You could tell Don Quixote want to be like, I'm the captain!
No, you can hear the gears turning in her head.
나 알고 있어. 카론군이 선장님이요.
Oh, hey. I guess Charon, or I guess Don and me are sharing the same brain cell right now.
역시 처음 들어보는군. 시대가 많이 지났던 모양.
I'm surprised Rambo here wasn't like, you fucking joking with me, kid? Death is your captain?
To be fair, he doesn't seem all there.
He scratched his head. Captain Charon didn't exactly ring a bell.
당신들 이곳에 갇힌 지 어느 정도가 지났죠?
8달.
아니 멍청아 3년이야. 마지막으로 생게 644일째였으니까.
These two are great.
모르겠다. 날짜를 세는 건 관뒀어. 햇빛도 들지 않아서.
Yeah, it's hard to track time without a metric.
없어졌으니까.
그렇군요. 제가 알기론 저런 식으로 작살의 매듭을 묶는 사람은 하나밖에.
이거 절박 매듭이라는 거야. 우리 마을에서도 노련한 몇 명만 묶을 수 있지.
그럼 이곳에 있다는 거잖아. 나 당신의 이름 알 것 같아.
Ishmael comes to a sudden stop. So do our guides. Not because of what she said, but because of more mermaids.
Yay!
I like Atlas mentioning the blobfish because I just imagine it like a Ratatouille scenario where they're piloting Don Quixote going, hey, what does a captain do, Don? They pilot the boat, right? Yeah. So who does that?
Please. Aaron is the helmsman.
Something about a blobfish piloting Don just makes Don seem like an even more capable character. SP reset to 0.
Yeah, it sucks.
Their bodies were partially politified, but they weren't mermaids. These mysterious strangers began leading us somewhere. Only Ishmael stopped to look at one of them curiously.
잠깐만, 천천히.
For those that were wondering, the map was simulating. Oh man.
We don't talk about Pequod Town?
No. The phrase is we don't go to Pequod Town.
Okay, but when do we learn who runs Pequod Town?
선장님, 저희가 왔습니다. 어떤 걸 건져 올렸는지 보세요.
Captain?
역시 자네 수색 솜씨.
Oh no. It's her. A wiry old woman approached us, her harsh voice tickling our ears.
금화 두 개는 자네 것이야. 한 개는 이 쌍둥이 손원들에게 넘기자고.
Wait, are they twins?
감사합니다, 선장님. 이 피쿼드 타운에 새로운 주민들이 온 건 무척이나 오랜만이군.
주민? 손님이 아니고?
Well, the problem is that's the assumption that you're leaving.
발을 들인 순간부터 종속되는 게 당연하다 생각하는 사람의 바람이군.
This is a duo that I'm shocked we don't see more of, because they're both war vets, so you think they'd get along a lot like cleaner.
역시.
나는 이 불쌍한 선원들을 보살피며 이 마을을 만들고 머지않아 이들을 이끌고 마지막 항해를 나갈 선장.
I want this to be like a fucking curveball and either be the guy who did the Around the World in 80 Days or the pilot that got lost, the female pilot that got lost at sea. Either one would be just like the funniest curveball.
Amelia Earhart.
Yeah! It's like, just Amelia Earhart for some reason. There we go. Are you ready for a blood-curdling scream? Ishmael?
이 순간을 얼마나 원하고 원했는지 몰랐을 거고 앞으로도 영영 모르겠지. 알 새도 없이 뒤져버릴 테니까.
Muttering, Ishmael charged at Ahab.
열렬한 환영이군, 이스마.
Oh, she knew instantly.
Look at that smug ass bitch.
The captain remained serene, even as Ishmael suddenly charged at her.
이스마엘이라고? 그러고 보니
Phone?
등에도 모르는 것들이고 선장님을 공격하다니.
Ishmael, you haven't changed your phone ringtone after all these years.
다시 그 위선에
Can't
던져놓겠다.
believe Ish is a default using bitch.
I can. Ooh.
메피랑 먼저 갈까?
Ooh,
Yes, Ish bought the phone 5 years ago thinking it was a burner, but never got rid of it.
This is a good song.
You should take a look at their passives.
Passives. Gain offense level and defense level by the number of surviving allies. Heal SP. Ooh, they ramp.
Oh yeah, do they fucking ramp? Oh god.
At 50 HP, gain 1 attack power up next turn. At less than 0 SP, 50% chance to change skill patterns. Interesting.
I have not managed to see that, so.
You may have managed to see it, just not realized it, because like I didn't know about that.
Oh, a lot of people are already struggling.
Yeah, I never managed to get them below positive SP.
It's kind of fucked that they start you out here with 0 sanity. Also, they got range. Man, will this actually do damage? No. It's one of the big reasons why I very rarely use Donna, because her base ego is incredibly sad. Then again, I don't think fuck Sack is doing much either.
But fuck that will get you out of Stakehold.
Holy shit.
응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
Man, this feels a little fucked.
탈출 개체 확인.
Also, I don't think. Oh wow, one of them used their dodge.
One of the also things that makes these people even more dangerous is the fact that they get poised.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And they keep gaining sanity.
Yeah, because they're ramping way harder than us. Quick suppression is struggling. Wow.
Well, here is a 0 sanity, so...
Yeah. Like, they're guaranteed to get a 10, we're not.
탈출 개체 확인.
Whoa. God, these dice rolls are fucking garbage. Holy shit, that damage on Otis.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Yeah,
I think
the problem with Molar Otis here is that if you're not careful, she can get obliterated very easily.
I think we're just gonna throw the thorns out, cause this is fucking gnarly. It's like they realized the flaws of their system and built a dungeon entirely around it.
You had to beat your ass. All these dungeons are easy, like people say. They're hubris.
Was this only a one wave?
I think dungeon ones are usually one waves.
I also do like how this definitely feels like they were they knew what they were writing when they were making this like whole plot, because this feels like if you had a D&D game, one character would not like fucking hesitate to just flip the table here and flip any plan and just go nuts. The strangers led us to a village called Pequod Town. There, Ishmael met someone that she so dearly wished to see again. So we're not in stomach. Where do we squeeze into? Probably, the areas in between organs. Because, like, you're not a solid sack of meat. There are gaps in between organs.
You go down to, detective track, you would be somewhere in this system. Remember, this is a fucked up whale.
Yeah. But odds are the safest place would be outside the organs.
It's not like this is an almost Osmosis Jones situation and there are wild blood spells hunting you.
All of these rolls are terrible. I hate them. No, I can't even dodge that shit. Oh man, it's really got like the worst roll. Good lord. After using ego on someone with negative sanity, this is gonna turn out wonderful.
한바탕 해볼까?
그 자식은
Yeah, she's right there, Chanel. She's in fact quite nearby.
That's why she has to be alive.
Oh, all I'm seeing everyone do is flip tails. I thought this was supposed to be a 50-50 chance.
Nah.
You know what you should have brought with Ryoshu here was Soda Ryoshu.
Oh god.
It does sinking, it does pierce, which is nice. But also, the nice thing is the 3 ego resources.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
A time to start.
What was that?
Time to start over.
I don't think we're doing too bad. It's only a 1 wave, but I will have to swap Otis out after this fight because she's not doing too great.
Yeah, you still have the server, so.
Jesus fucking Christ, people. We are clashing like ass and doing pitiful damage. It's embarrassing is what it is.
Yeah, cause like I was actually just like, for the most part, I was just actually deliberating what moves to use in this dungeon, and I was what weighed on was actually just like my numbers. Like, can I actually? Were my numbers higher with this one or with this one?
There we go. We got some fucking damage in on one. Oh, Dawn. That was fucking brutal.
So one of the good things about having N-Faust with you is that she's, you know, Pierce isn't much of a problem for her.
God, do I gotta swap out Dawn and Otis here? Good lord. I think I do.
But my pal still got murdered horrendously.
Hmm. Trying to figure out order of operations here.
제압을 준비합니다.
I'm assuming this is where we're gonna fight Ahab.
변변찮은 선원들만 남았나 봐.
Ishmael quickly leaped to the side, evading a harpoon that struck the spot she was standing on.
Highway, here's where you're wrong.
누구보다 충성스럽지. 그 중에서도 여기 있는 선원은 세상에서 가장 훌륭한 작살자다. 그러니까 이곳에서 나를 공격한다는 건 그저 자살 행위 아니겠나?
Uh-oh.
Look who it is.
A sailor wearing an odd-looking mask joined the fray.
제대로 꿰뚫는다면 추스를 만한 뼈도 없겠고 저자 전사다.
아니 그딴 말 하면서 웃지 좀 말라고.
I don't think we've ever seen this interaction, have we? No, we saw it once.
Stop being so creepy.
No, we saw it once when Ryoshu murdered Heathcliff at the start of the game. Ryoshu, stop being a weirdo. It's fucking weird.
The start of the game when everyone murdered each other.
Ooh, fuck. Preymark.
Yeah, look at Preymark.
Yeah. At turn start, gain offense and defense that equal to surviving menace. If not at negative 45, heal SP. If at 45, recover immediately and end turn. Every time
not end turn, at turn end.
Ah, every time.
Because if it was, sorry.
Every time a P-Quad action ally is defeated, lose poise and 10 SP. The lower their HP unit gets, the more damage they do. Oh, ew. Good thing I swapped.
Yeah, just fortunately, she obliterated my Otis.
So the thing is that if it was end,
why
it
did
like...
I take Otis with me? I was supposed
no,
to.
It's just...
I was supposed to replace her with Hong Lu.
Whoopsie daisy.
Also,
Smiley face.
Also Sinclair. What the fuck, man?
지금은 바빠요. 지금은 바빠요.
What do we got here? It's all favored.
Hey, Silent. Hey, there's Silent chat, and yeah, characters in this game can die a lot if die already. At the start of the game, our crew pretty much murdered got all murdered, and then they killed each other.
Oh yeah, Silent. Basically, the idea is that all these, so long as the main character, the clock-headed Dante, is alive, he could rewind time for all of the characters. So if they get like, if they get dissolved, so long as like something remains, they could get crushed, they could get cut, crushed, bled out, burned to death, all sorts of matter of gruesome deaths. So long as there's something left, Dante could bring him back.
한바탕 해볼까?
Yeesh. Weak to blunt at least.
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
See, the thing about this dungeon is that it fucks with your sanity so much that like you don't have to work. You can't rely on the. I'm starting all these encounters with max sanity.
Oh, I see the problem with my plan here.
You were planning to use multi-hit?
I was planning to use Ebony Stem.
Oh. Well, that does not hit them, I think.
It will hit them once, which might be an acceptable loss.
Hmm.
It's Pride Pierce. Otis is weak to Pierce.
Yeah.
Is there a world where it doesn't magically attract to fucking Queequeg there?
As long as she's not marked.
Person marked right now is Sinclair. Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's targeted by everyone because that mark.
And he got his best fucking cards again. Oh, wait. Well, let's take a look at Faust real quick. Weak to Pierce, resists Pride.
Which is a bit of a shame because a lot of the dungeon is Pierce.
This is dangerous. I don't think Heathcliff's any good on Clash right now either.
I built up so much envy for this.
Oh right, Ryoshi hasn't been allocated yet. Whew, I don't like any of that. Especially what's about to happen to Faust.
와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
Oh, that 3-up on Ishmael is real nice.
It is.
Alright, that's gonna be a big boost to sanity for us. That's 20 to everyone.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
And I think the healing was just enough for Faust to not get staggered. You know why Queequeg's important? In terms of Moby Dick or this, because I know in Moby Dick Queequeg is a something about Queequeg is a interesting bit where they are a complete outsider of the scenario, I think.
Multi-hits.
Yeah, oh, that's a gnarly multi-hit too.
It doesn't consume poise on critical hits.
Which is why I'm going to throw my own harpoon at it. Trying to see if I have any big number on my slots right now. I think Faust is the best fit to clash here. No. Wow, I thought that rolls for more.
Yeah, I think it will roll for more if they're weaker to that element.
Well, it's fine. I do have an ace in the hole. It's kind of expensive though.
Every so often I keep forgetting that I have 4th match flame on Ryoshi, so
it's her best. It's her best ego.
Time for me to pull out this multi-hit so we can take out clear out the 2. Oh wait.
Wow, that's a what number was that? That's a 24, huh? Yeah, this music's really good.
The fucking like electric guitar just goes ham and it's great.
Heathcliff could take. Wait. Oh yeah, Heathcliff could really take that hit if he fucks it. Oh, no one's allocated to the other one. Do I have a errant attacker? Kind of.
I never read Moby Dick, so I know only the basic of a man is affected with a whale, and that's it.
Queequeg's the one who's responsible for wounding the white whale, causing the Pequod's destruction and death of everyone except for Ishmael, as Ahab does. Ah, I see.
대성공이야. 다른 신나. 노래 부를까?
Oh right, because we got rid of our allies, their sanity is super low, but it's gonna reset to 0. But we staggered them.
Well, they're staggered now.
Which means this 4th match flame was a bit of a waste.
Piling on bird is nice.
I see I've come back to fun.
내피가 배고파했어.
Wait, I thought I staggered her.
But they panic, then after then they no longer panic afterwards. You reset to 0 after the turn.
No, I staggered him. Like I thought I staggered him, and instead they summoned immediately. If 50%, if less than 50% of max HP move on to phase 2, the student's HP does not drop below 1 before phase 2 start. Phase 2 start, heal the 50% of max HP. Summon. Okay.
Yeah, so it healed to above stagger, so it didn't.
And the person with the lowest HP gets marked prey.
Yep, which is Otis right now, who is the weakest for the scenario.
Yeah, this is why she died for me.
Honestly, I almost never use all this on this. My main thing was use W, G-Stang,
yeah, I didn't want to use Otis for this either. Funny that.
See, this started a trend for me of my Wyoshu dying basically at the end of every fight, every big fight.
Also, everybody kind of drew their worst cards.
Mine got it.
Also, Hong Lu was there to help.
Yeah,
Hong Lu has too much health.
Hong Lu was supposed to be the one here, but we're like, fuck it, we gotta work with what we got.
So is this your first attempt or second?
This is first attempt.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, I had to step away.
This is going well.
I got honey roasted cashews, motherfucker.
Ooh, fancy boy.
I know, dude. I fucking love cashews.
I'm allergic to tree nuts.
Yikes.
How about these nuts? Got them.
Every coin this unit flips lands on tails.
I'm slaying the beast.
Gone, reduced to atoms.
This should affect the fight considerably. Because they're gonna hit 3 sailors and a Queequeg. Oh!
That was loud.
Yeah, this dungeon taught me the joys of attack weight, because my god, I got so much use out of fucking multi-hits.
Yeah, that's why I use them a lot.
So actually, bringing Otis was a solid idea, unintentionally.
Yeah, it's why I tried to bring Berceau and realizing, because when you uptie for Pursuance, it goes to attack weight 3. I'm like, oh, I have somehow unequipped it.
Yeah, that's why I got so much use out of fucking what's his name?
How have I not drawn Dirter yet? What's happening?
Yeah, Dog Heath. Fuck you, that's what's happening apparently.
Yeah, because like, because really, like, besides a multi-hit, I wanted to heal him, because I figured I would need healing. Oh boy, did I need healing.
What's Tremor at for her? Okay, good.
Hey, if you get off a leap, it means that next time you do get Dirter, you're not paying any health.
I don't think Queequeg's lasting that long.
My favorite stall tactic, have the slowest person flash the move. Then pray to your dark gods, you break them down before then. I won a number of fights doing that stupid stall tactic.
It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but win's a win. You gotta do what it takes.
Exactly.
그리고 아니야. 뱃사람.
왜 말?
I love Ryoshu. I love Ryoshu so much.
You're such a bitch.
단축할 것도 아니야.
I know, that's why she's great.
지루한 시간 누리기일 뿐이다.
Torpo, local fan of terrible women.
I mean, I've never hidden this back.
Ishmael's mace nicked the harpooner's mask. She came dangerously close to smashing their skull.
Part of why I like Rodian, too.
Yeah, Rodian's really good.
날아가게 생겼잖아.
그리고 너는 맞아.
Yup. Man, they even got the traditional scarring too.
그래. 우린 같은 뱃사람이니까. 기케그.
In a sudden explosive burst
Girlfriends reunited.
In a sudden explosive burst of energy, Ishmael bolted forth like a cannonball towards Queequeg before holding her in a tight embrace.
They're not girlfriends, they're bunkmates.
머리통을 어쩌고 하지 않았어?
벗을 만난다는 건 그런 것 아니겠소. 그렇게라도 안아버리지 않으면 금방이라도
Yeah.
어딘가로 날아갈 것 같아.
I feel like Yisung knows this very prominently.
This is a good ass chapter.
Look, if there's anyone who understands the crushing depths of loneliness, it's fucking Yisung.
Yeah.
알아. 하지만 안 되는 행동이야.
왜 나는
공격도 하면 나도 공격해.
Is she missing her arm?
No, that's just covered in
죽이거나 둘 중에
ropes, I think.
Well, I mean, missing her hand, I should say.
Oh, maybe.
자, 어쩔 건가? 여기 있는 스타벅이 너그러운 마음씨로 너희들을 구조했고 내 마을에 초대까지 해주었지만 너희는 그 은혜를 개박살내고 나를 공격하려고 했지.
Does she? No, she knows. She addressed Ishmael by name.
만약 일반적인 항해였다면
It's hard to mistake Ish's hair.
호수에 던져 넣고 배 밑바닥을 훑게 만들었을 텐데.
Ginger as hell.
There were at least 40 people living in Pequot Town. That was a conservative estimate. From their vicious glares, I could tell every single one of them was a fiercely loyal follower of Ahab. I have a question for Torpid specifically. Have you seen the new Dead Mount Death play?
Yeah.
Doesn't this seem very familiar? Anyway, here we were in this unfamiliar environment, trapped and lost. Things aren't looking so good. A single word from Ahab, and they would all be upon us. Also, by the way, chat, if you know what I'm talking about, don't chat it, because Torpo runs Anime Night, and a couple people here watch it. We tried to watch Dead Mountain Death play together. I just got impatient.
To be fair, it's been hard to schedule.
Yeah.
너무 그렇게 겁먹은 표정으로 보지 말도록. 다행이지. 왜냐, 너그러운 마음씨를 지닌 선장이니까. 방금까지의 결례는 넘어가.
This woman is the worst.
Yeah.
Absolute bastard.
Yeah.
God complex here.
Not God complex, just narcissism.
That's the thing about Ahab in the books. Ahab is also a narcissist, like teetering on God complex, because he hates God yet wants the power of a god to, you know, smote God.
Also, yeah, Ahab's voice is incredible.
Is Dead Mountain Death play good? Very, but it is from the same author as Bakano and Durara, which comes with the problem that is still happening, not as bad, but still happening, that the cast keeps fucking growing.
I will say, though, it's much better than Durara.
It is so much better.
By the way, two new characters this episode.
I think Bakano is still probably their tightest work. But
Yeah.
I do find.
But there's still a lot of noise there.
More interesting.
We should watch Bakano sometime. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
I consider it to be like their best work because it is the. I hate saying this, smallest cast they wrote.
Ahab casually turned around and marched into one of the buildings. She carried herself with an utmost confidence. I also like how they got the missing leg clang.
It's very good. What is it clanging against?
I'm assuming like they have a metal floor somewhere that is, you know, also gooified. Because you can't really like manage the goo. It's almost like she knew that we would follow, that we had no choice but to follow.
I mean, that's the clang of metal on metal.
Yeah, I'm assuming there was once a metal walkway and it's just gotten like goo grown over it because it's.
Also, God, I love Heath this chapter.
용서했어. 그렇다면 다들 용서해. 나도.
They probably have like a metal base because you need like a solid structure to hold up buildings like this. Or this is like the gooified remnants of the Pequod's like bow that they built this town upon.
And it seems like they cannibalized the Pequod for the town.
Yeah. But you could probably use the bow as like a bedrock.
그리고 우리가 저자를 공격해서 얻는 이득보다 손실이 많다는 것. 방금 조형된 그 상황 하나만으로 자신이 절대적인 존재라는 걸 공표한 셈이군.
평화롭게 대화라니 가당치도 않아.
It's not like we have a way out of here.
I mean, go out the pooper.
Ishmael's gaze followed Queequeg, who walked wordlessly behind the captain. This is the face of someone who has had their soul crushed by someone they trusted.
Oof.
들어가죠.
Because, like, every waking moment of Ishmael's life is, I'm going to turn Ahab's insides into outsides. And then Ishmael's beloved said, no.
See, for me, it seems more like she's just, like, pushing the intense seething anger under the surface.
Yeah, because her
Because
goal
she
is
knows
right
she'll
there.
get fucking murdered.
Yeah, her goal is right there, but she can't take it just yet.
어디로도 도망은 못 칠 테니까.
Infinite wellspring of patience, but also fucking crazy.
No, she's never been patient. She's been crazy under the surface the entire fucking time.
I'd argue that is
hiding it.
I'd argue that's a sign of patience because, like, being able to hide it and act on it, not act on it until, like, exact moments, and, like, even after this, being able to, like, repress it back again, that shows an insane amount of willpower.
See, I guess, but that's less patience and more self-control.
Yeah. Reverse Knot. When winning a clash using a Gloom Affinity skill, heal 5 SP.
Does Boatish use Gloom?
Boatish's ult is a Gloom skill, yes, and it is her best skill.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, okay, this dungeon feels like it was built for Gloomish.
Because, like, if you get
Gloomish,
2 of her basics off, her ult clashes at 28.
I mean, so Lushmail also uses Wrath and Envy, so she technically
but she doesn't have gloom. She doesn't have gloom.
Yeah, what we're saying is the egos here favor gloom. We met with the Pequod's crew, Ishmael's old crew, and Captain Ahab.
I'm sorry, I misheard.
With a confident smile, Ahab invited us to walk into her office to talk.
Ahab has such a punchable face.
It's great, right?
Probably made Lou-ish work.
그런데 저
Dude,
게시판에 적혀있는
Lou-ish
건
fucking
뭐야?
whoops ass.
She has the plus coin up, which is really good, and the burn, which is probably, like, solid here.
Feels burn like fucking nothing else.
But she wants to be a 1 if she wants to be slot 1 if you want to go full burn.
No, yes, but she works in any slot really.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is Starbuck. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this man who's beefy as shit.
Was there a Starbuck in the original Moby Dick?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes. He's his first mate.
건져 올리거나 인어들을 사냥하는 데 성공하면 받을 수
One of
있지.
his fucking biceps is bigger than Rodian's head.
Yeah.
그만은 누가 주는 거지?
This is like a insulated barter economy. Well, not barter economy, but like an insulated, like, there's only so much money, so like it has to be allocated and distributed and put back into itself.
당연히 선장님이지.
고래 뱃속에서
It's like when
있다는 것인가?
it's like when mining towns had their own economy.
Yeah, yeah.
이곳에서는 그 말을 얻을 수도 가질 필요도
I
없을
can't believe that Pequod Town operates off the gold standard.
I mean, quite literally.
말했잖아. 우리는 곧 밖에 나간다니까. 그리고 나는 벌써 63개의 금화를 받을 수 있어.
6 more and you'll be cool as hell.
Wait. Have we seen money in any of the previous games? Like we had
definitely not gold coins. It's not gold coins.
Yeah, I was gonna say like we've just been assuming it's been the right?
Yeah, on.
So operating on gold coins, how old is this crew? No, we didn't buy chicken. We earned chicken at Papa Bungy's.
To be fair, you could operate off a different currency.
True.
And it is gold.
Oh, Starbuck, you have no idea. Let me tell you about how my rent increased $300 across 2 years of a fucking disease apocalypse.
Yeah, but that's because they wanted to price you out, which is fucked up in its own way.
혹시 청새치 항구선을 들린 거라면 말해줘. 가오리 철판 해물집은 아직 건재한가?
맛있어 보이는 이름인걸?
Actually, yeah, Stripe brings up a good point. Like, it wasn't too far off that Ish joined Limbus after the incident.
Wasn't like
this
a couple years ago?
Yeah, this a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is her former crew.
Yeah, that's my point.
This would be like a ballpark estimate of like say 5 years, because Ish looked to be in her like young teens in that screenshot.
I think they said it was like 3.
That's even crazier.
Approximately 3.
The problem. Well, I missed the line. Hang on a second. Looks like Ahab's giving out gold coins to recruit for their labor. The promise of a reward for services rendered. I'm sure that's a strong motivator.
이스마엘, 아까는 정말 놀랐어. 너를 이곳에서 만날 거라고는.
I wonder if Powler is affected by mental hardiness.
밖에 나가면 술통 내기라도 하는 건 어때? 예전처럼 말이야.
I like rum, but you gotta cover the funk of rum with something, like citrus or like soda.
그래, 다른 선원들이랑.
What citrus? They've been down here for years.
I know, like that's. I'm not talking about this scenario. I'm talking about my personal preference for rum.
그리고 또
which is to say not at all.
왜 또 그렇게 길게 기른
Wayne
거야?
used to drink a bunch of rum and cook, didn't
Yeah. I just usually drink whenever I want to celebrate, and there hasn't been happening a lot lately.
I mean, it's always fun celebrating New Year's that way.
Yeah.
다들 저랑 이야기도 나누고 싶어 하지 않던데요. 적개심이 가득한 표정이던데.
이곳에선 다른 배에서 온 주민들도 간간히 있었지만 모두 하루를
You know, Small, I think scurvy is the least of their problems.
I almost want to say that Powler is staving off that Gespent.
선장님이 해결책을 알려주셨거든.
How to stop yourself from being taken over by a whale. Scurvy.
If I was in the whale, I would just not get pallid.
하얗게 되지 않을 수 있는
That's simple.
유일한 방법.
Oh, interesting. What is it?
보다시피 선장님만 아니었다면 우리는 이곳에서 인어로 변했어.
Dante isn't detecting the bows, so Ahab doesn't have it.
안 남아 있었겠지. 그러니까
At least not here.
선장님을 적대하는
He
자는
did say he was picking it up in the whale, but...
He also said it wasn't nearby, so I'm assuming that it's not in Pequod Town.
선장님과 뜻을 같이 하지 않는 것은 우리 모두를 죽이는 거랑 다를 바 없으니까.
이런 사람이었나요? 스타벅. 꽤 선장에게 반목하던 모습으로 기억하고 있었는데.
그래?
애초부터 선원들을 죽을 운명으로 이끌고 간 게 누군데?
Ishmael coldly walked past Starbuck before entering the office. I thought he was an old mate of yours.
스타벅, 피쿼드 호의 1등 항해사.
Starbuck, the one man who avoided Rule 63.
모두에게 좋은 사람이 되고 싶어 했죠. 동시에
got 63 gold
성장과
coins.
가장 가까운 사람이.
God damn it.
가까운 만큼 의견 다툼도 많았지만 뭐 상관없었죠. A 해부는 평등하다고 말할 정도로 모두에게 관심이 없었으니.
누추한 자리를 내주는 건 이해를 해.
Immediate change of music.
Yeah, because of the problems here.
럼주라도 있으면 금상첨화였을
It's
테지.
creature.
하지만 아무리 기다려도
I like how you don't identify them as a person.
She's an absolute bastard. She doesn't deserve to be called human. But that's why I like her. She's such a bastard.
She's a good foil.
저자는 이성적인 판단이 힘들 것 같고 관리자님은 째깍거리는 소리만 들리니.
I'd rather trust Greg personally, but okay. Sure.
A 해부 선장이라 했나? 우리는
감히 맞춰볼까?
In front of someone strong-willed like this, Greg would fold like origami.
True. Otis has leadership qualities. Greg is a soldier. Greg takes orders.
그렇다는 너희 역시도 인어가 될 수 있지 않는 다른 방법을 찾은 거.
뭐 여기까지 온 이상 굳이 숨길 필요는 없겠지.
Yeah, there's the inherent disparity here. Otis was captain of a boat for like a campaign. Ahab lived on a boat.
You also have to understand that you're talking to a mad woman.
Ah, then Don Quixote would be the best negotiator here. Don Quixote started explaining, looking around excitedly as though she expected the captain to suddenly produce the golden bow from her pocket.
Greg, please.
알고 있다. 황금색으로 빛나는
Also, Dawn's problem is she cannot hide her emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible negotiator.
We couldn't even deny her accusations thanks to Greg's extremely telling reaction.
Fucking Greg!
Yeah.
심지어 너희를 그곳으로 데려다 줄 수도.
But you have to help me kill this fucking whale.
허풍뿐인 말일 수도 있겠지.
맞아요. 어쩌면 저희끼리 이야기한 걸 엿들었을 수.
Sinclair is a very good like follow-up negotiator. Like, if anybody talks, Sinclair is like the best at backing them up.
내가 보았다는 증거를.
Darklight, I disagree about Faust, because Faust really doesn't care about ingratiating herself to people.
Yeah, unlike Yusong, Faust hasn't gotten over crippling apathy.
Merceau, though, would be fine.
Merceau would be very
simply do it.
Merceau would be very clinical and like mathematical about it, and would have no ability to like bluff or like, you know, goad someone.
관련되지 않은 사람이 알 수 있는 정보의 한계를 넘었습니다.
Except when it's cooking.
그래 보아야.
Shit, I think Otis might actually be the best negotiator here. Fuck.
You know, and you say that, and I still remember the one event when Merceau just went on a rant about how bad the food was.
내가 왜 숨길 거로 생각하지? 난 감출게. 아무것도 없어.
Ahab slammed the desk and leaned aggressively towards us. She wore a knowing grin, as though she knew exactly what we wanted and what we were about to say to get it.
Yeah, also the idea of negotiating would require us to be on any degree of equal footing, which we are fucking not.
Yeah.
And she knows this.
그 막대의 이름이 황금가지라고 했던가. 그렇다면 황금가지라는 건 이 빌어먹을 고래 가장
What is the center of a whale? My first instinct is to say heart, but that's wrong, isn't it?
중심이라.
Well, this is not a normal whale.
That too.
The center of a whale is wherever it wants to be.
살아 움직이게 만드는 그
I mean, when someone says that the center or something,
I was right.
It's a turn of phrase. Remember, get to the heart of the matter.
This is directly from the book.
하지만 다행으로 여기시게.
For those that don't know, I have not read Moby Dick, but there is a video I watched quite frequently over the 6 months in between chapter 4 and 5. It is What Makes a Villain by Plague of Gripes. He goes into a like 8-minute summary of the metaphors of Moby Dick, and they're very enlightening for the scenario. I'd highly recommend it just because, you know, I find Plague of Gripes to be a very good writer, despite being very biased and emotional.
I would much rather listen to a man rant about Mega Man for 8 hours straight.
Wait, the Pequod move? Oh, they're planning to set sail.
심장을 터뜨리는 것만이 이곳을 나갈 수 있는 유일한 방법이기 때문이거든.
신기하네요. 우연의 일치일까요?
That's cool. Is it a coincidence?
어떤 점이 신기한 거죠?
The Spear Boy's here. Utterly lost.
심장까지 가려고 많은 시간 준비하셨을 텐데 저희가 마침 딱 왔다는 게요.
운명이란
I mean, I'm pretty sure Sinclair doesn't use a spear.
나의 운명은
uses a halberd.
Yeah, the halberd is a pole arm, which is not a spear, but I liken it to a spear because it has the same functions. But also, it's an axe.
Don't use a spear.
True.
나는 이곳에서 너희들의 이빨을 다 합쳐도 모자랄 만큼 수많은 항해를
Spear is more thrusting and halberd is more for swinging.
Yeah.
남김없이 기억하고 있다.
The spear versus halberd argument for me is akin to the burrito versus sandwich argument.
It's more function, like
yeah.
primary function.
Darklight, given the fact that they're aware that it's been years, I sincerely doubt it's the bow.
Yes, something that Ahab is in possession of is helping to stave off the palification, and it's something that is similar to the golden bow in nature. So it has to be something like either an ego gift or a some form of equipped abnormality.
미리 수고를 덜어주자면 세상의 모든 무기들을
If I were to get caught by a whale, I'll simply not get palified.
I mean, that's what Ahab is doing right now.
I already made that joke, Festivore.
언제나 박아 넣었어.
Man, Queequeg is like crusted over. She got the worst of it.
상처는 냈지만 뚫을 수 없어.
He spilled milk on her.
뭐 믿지 못하겠다면 너희들이 들고 있는 그 무기들로 시도를 해봐도 좋겠지.
I mean, I feel like the Sueno Impossible is the best thing for puncturing this thing. But I don't know if anybody has the muscle strength.
흠집조차도 나지 않았긴 했소만.
Oh, you actually tried. That's cute.
저자의 말이 정말이라면
Then, like I still say, it's not about for them.
If Queequeg can't fucking pierce its hide, nothing can.
She does this shit for a living.
우리는 누구보다 알고 있다.
That little facade kind of cracked there for a second.
아무도 구하러 오지 않는 이곳을 제정신으로 버티기란 힘들어.
There is no facade with Ahab.
The air of confidence gave way is what I was getting at. For a split second, she wavered.
몸을 덮을 것 같지만 필사적으로 버티고 있는 저들의 모습을.
없어. 여기 아무것도 어떤 것도.
위장에서 흘러들어오는 배 파편들을 건져내며 퀵해그가 사냥해온 인어들의 시체를 질겅이며 견디는 게 전부지.
Okay, I mean it is a PM
Yup, they've been
game.
eating mermaids.
Which is one step away from cannibalism, but you know, beggars can't be choosers.
Do what you can to survive.
Yeah.
Prion disease.
Are they even prions at this point?
As long as you don't eat the brain.
선장님의 말만 따르면 언젠가
This
나갈
is really interesting.
We real cult hours now, baby.
Because, like, in the original novel, Ahab despises faith. Like, he doesn't, like, some of the lines Ahab says in the book specifically say, like, don't put your faith in me, put, like, trust in my abilities. Like, he doesn't want blind faith, he wants trust. An earned trust more than anything.
우린 그걸로 버티는 거야.
So this is an interesting flip.
그러니 이것은 제안이다. 이 선원들을 모두 구출할 의무가 있는 나, 피코드호의 선장이자 피코드 타운의 대장 에이헤브가 너희에게 하는 제안.
Also, just a little thing, bringing this back to, what's it called? Library of Runa. Pequot Town carries a mortifying implication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, Darklight, Ahab doesn't have the bow. She knows where it is, but she doesn't have it.
And also, it is far away from where they are now. Like, I doubt the bow will affect the wall of the well. Maybe the area closest to it, but not say.
I mean, she clearly didn't realize it was important.
Yeah, she just saw a funny stick that glue, which, you know, anybody would think it's important, but she doesn't know the implication of it. Like, as it stands right now, the bow would do functionally nothing for her.
Yeah.
She is laser focused.
전리품은 다르다. 내 계획을 도와준다면 너희는 황금가지를 챙길 것이고 우리는 이 고래를 잡고
Trying to remember resonance scenarios. And I don't think that's true.
Definitely not resonance.
Well,
it's not.
Well, Darklight's point is that if Ahab gets anywhere near it, she will immediately activate a resonance, and I don't really agree with that because resonance requires like powerful emotions, and there could be a couple here, like Ishmael, Dante, Ahab, Queequeg, maybe even Starbuck.
I mean, haven't all of the resonances so far been with the sinners specifically?
That too.
Yeah.
Well, no, Cromer.
Oh, true.
But Cromer was deliberate. Like, Cromer knew what they were doing.
Dongrang was stabbed when.
Oh yeah, Dongrang stabbed Dong Beck with it, which was also a deliberate action.
Yes,
and
wasn't that
also,
resonating with Yisong?
Yeah, there was not resonating until the stab happened. Also, even with
You
they were
don't need
close.
to resonate to handle a bow, though, is the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it, like, both are very deliberate actions. Like, you're not gonna, like, graze a bow and then suddenly trigger a resonance effect.
I mean, once again, it was resonating with Yisong, though, is my point.
Oh shit, I stubbed my toe on the golden bow. Now we're in my fucking mind palace.
Tiger? Why does everything in my room have boobs now?
It's a bouncy castle!
Like, I don't mind, it's just hard to move around now. I try to suggest Tiger and reduce him down to A cups, and then they fucking stab me to death.
Immediately distort on the spot.
This is probably the opposite of what you talk about. The World Palace of Wolves stuff, the main meeting of Galsha.
I hate the image of distorting Tiger. Like, you remember the titty monster from Space Dandy, Wang?
Oh, no.
I mean, is it wrong?
No.
For those that don't know, Tiger's a very prolific artist. Go check out their Twitter. You'll understand.
이곳까지 타고 왔던 배는
Way more popular than me.
그리고 이곳을 나가기 위해서는 다시 배가 필요하다. 더불어 내부를 조사하기 위해서는 저 체
I feel like Otis and Rousseau is like the good tag team negotiating here.
Also, to be fair, Wang, popularity on Twitter doesn't necessarily translate into viewership.
Yeah.
여차하면 저자들의 배를 강탈하는 것도.
I gotta work on my viewership if I want to drama stuff.
Look, I have a friend who's like 10 times more popular than me on Twitter, but we get the same viewership.
Little German boy sitting there like, guys, they could hear us. Shut up.
우리 배 복잡해. 조작법.
Ah, how complex can it be?
운전은 오로지 할 수 있어.
I like this.
That's what I think that. Also, like, I like how this friend and Logging Out that they have actually made a lot of stuff on their own. Like, it has been long enough that it has been formed into a cult or a way of life or something.
Yeah. Also, man, if I were like super deep into like doing YouTube stuff, I feel like if I were doing like YouTube thumbnails for this, it would definitely be the Futurama quote. So is there a Mrs. Queequeg? Points to this.
I mean, the bow is very recent though, Darklight. They've been here for years.
Yeah.
How do they save up pilot? Well, there are other ways to do it. Like I said, an ego gift or equipped abnormality could have the same effect as a golden bow.
So we don't know what it is, so it might not even be that. It could be something simple.
Exactly. It could just be, you know, mental acuity. Like, the big theme of this thing is that the enemies are still sane here, saner than us. They may just be, you know, made of like a better mental hardiness.
If I shave off enough of my skin every day.
They flagellate every day.
Horrifyingly sane.
Yeah, so about the passives that the enemies had, they had there was something about injected emotion or something like that in the passives.
Injected emotion, really?
It said injected anger, I believe, something like that.
We'll check it out if we get into another fight with them, because like I was not paying attention to that.
I mean, it is my best guess, but it could be wrong.
Considering that we possibly possess no necessary materials, we must reinforce it to be resistant. The estimated time completion is no. Let's not even think about that one.
그러죠. 제 아니라 예상한 만큼 개소리네요. 저자는 언제나
Yeah, they had a repressive modification passive.
개소리로 사람을 죽음까지 몰고 가죠. 이번에도 다를 바 없어요.
저도 뭔가 꺼림칙한 사람이라는 생각이 들어요. 우리끼리 할 방법은
Sinclair's getting a lot of mileage this chapter.
혓바닥이 길수록 조심해야 해.
저 사람들은 심장을
I
터뜨리고
agree
나가기
with
위해서
Heath.
많은 시간을 쏟아부은 것 같은데 우리가 당장 해결할 수 있는 걸까요? 저희가 언제까지 버틸 수 있을지도 잘 모르겠어요.
그래, 저 선장만큼이나 이곳을 곳곳이 잘 알고 있는 자는 없어 보였지.
그럼
Oh, Greg's always been the straight man. Come on. Like, he is the most normal dude here despite his, ailment.
Yeah.
붉은 시선께서 우리를 버릴 리가 없어.
I don't think Greg could ever get a W identity, I think? I don't know.
I think you're misunderstanding what Darklight is saying.
Oh.
Isn't a win.
That's really good, yeah.
이럴 때 의견 정하는
Yeah, you
방법은
join W Corp, you get nothing but W's. Not like those people at L Corp, always taking L's.
I mean, you're not wrong, Festivore. The sinners were all expressing their opinions, which were very diametrically opposed to one another, with little hope of meeting somewhere in the middle. And I was unnerved by how easily Ahab managed to see right through us. Man, that's a lot of plot.
Boy howdy, is this place a lot of plot.
It's a lot of plot.
Which is good. This is what I'm coming here for.
Yeah, luckily this dungeon isn't like a slog of fights, but it's...
Yeah, it's not like Chapter 3 where it's just like, I'm gonna fight so many goddamn hammers. Captain Ahab seems to see right through us. Discord grew among the sinners, and agreement drew even further out of reach. I like that they took the wheel and made it the chair. And it's an Iron Crown from Darkest Dungeon. This chapter is somebody at PM was like, hey, have you seen the sweet game Darkest Dungeon? Let's use this. We can absolutely use this.
Like this. My hyperfixations. Surely you're connected.
It's me. I have the room with the red string.
I look forward to Ahab just yelling, "How quickly the tide turns!"
How quickly the tide turns!
Did she become fucking Skeletor?
That's not my Skeletor voice. What are you talking about?
Overconfidence is slow and serious.
I was trying to go for like old daddy hag, but you know the.
I'm built different.
하지만 바로 그런 기가 막힌 우연적인
I'm confident my confidence won't get me killed.
본능이 다가왔을 때 쥐어잡는 것부터 배워.
Ahab and Rodion have a lot in common.
All for me.
Oh. $5, we're gonna get an Ahab Rodion identity.
Huh.
Because
I mean, I don't know.
I see it more as either being Ish or Otis.
Yeah.
That I'm not sure about getting an Ahab identity because mostly you're trying to see if they could match the time not period but the time something around Ahab, like the captain is supposed to be somebody that is old already, and I don't know.
A lot has happened. Various moments of past coincidences must have passed before every sinner's eyes. When we were almost sandwiched between two ships, when we encountered these floating mermaids on a deserted ship, when we fought a whale and its byproducts that came with the waves.
모두 들여다보는 듯한 말꼬락선이는 달라질 기미가 보이지 않네. 당신 함부로 착각하지 마. 당신과 함께 움직일 생각은 전혀 없으니까. 난 지금도
she's got like gatekeeping girl bossing everybody.
씹어먹고 싶은 심정이야.
정말 훌륭한 표정으로 뱃사람다운 말을 내뱉을 수 있게 되었군, 이스마엘.
Damn, that's good. That's the equivalent of like, someone's finally grown their nards.
당신이 내 이름을 기억해 줄진 몰랐는데.
어떻게 모를 수 있겠나? 내가 이 고래에게 삼켜지기 직전, 넌 난파된 뱃조각 틈바구니에서 내 이름을 목청껏 불렀지. 어제처럼 생생하게 들려오는군.
I want to see the crotchety old bat that they got to voice act this character. This is great.
Turned out just Ishmael voice actor.
That would be really good though.
네 마음속 모든 것을 알아낼 수 있었지. 네가 그토록 원하는 게 무엇인지를.
Ahab strode towards Ishmael. I have a question for anybody experienced with Moby Dick. Ishmael is the viewpoint character of the book, but does anybody directly interface with Ishmael?
Pretty sure Quake does, but...
Okay. I wasn't too sure.
그러니 네가
Getting backshots from
원하는 걸
Quake, yes.
내어주겠다.
Her voice was low yet personal. Honest.
또 무슨 헛소리를 늘어놓을지. 내가 바라는 건
나의 심장이지. 있잖아, 이스마일. 나는 네 인생 최대의 소원이 탄생하는 모습을 제일 처음 유일하게 목도하는
Holy shit. This is mortifying.
Ahab, such a bastard character. I love her so much.
This is really good.
Eat bastard hours.
단 한 가지의 집념이 악에 바친 시선과 고함으로 사정없이 나를 찌르고 있었거든.
It's like, I am the only person that know what... I am the only person who knows what your everything is, fucker.
Oh yeah, Selnar, the
Yeah. Ishmael is directly involved in the story, not just a viewpoint character, but part of the Pequod's crew, to the point that Ish and Queequeg would sleep in the same cabin together. Ah, okay.
Yeah,
this has been a subject of debate for so long.
Yeah, because, you know, it was not really something people would be open to thinking about until recent memory.
Yeah.
It's just I'm just operating from a place of ignorance because I've never actually read Moby Dick. I only got ancillary. Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is that Ish and Queequeg being lesbians with each other is actually pretty in line with the book. Actually.
You might have a bunch of sailors out in the sea for God knows how long, millionaires. Basically, imagine the Greeks.
나는 알았지. 너는 여전히 훌륭한 뱃사람의 작살잡이라는 걸.
Like I said, getting backshots from Queequeg.
열렬한 원한이 담긴 시선으로 나를 찔러댔잖아. 단 한순간도 피하는 일 없이.
Harpooning.
Okay, but Seldar, that's just funny.
I don't think I've ever actually read it, but I had to. I think I had to read the Odyssey back in high school.
Oh man, somebody's got to wear the penis jacket today.
Oh yeah.
I said the Odyssey as one of the books I was gonna read for class a certain year, but we ran out of time for the book, so I never read the Odyssey. I ended up reading like 8 out of the 10 books.
See, I was thinking about like literary, like I was doing the thing that like a lot of people have been doing, have been like coming up with a thought of like what book did I read back in the day that was like considered a literary piece that would also be thematic, and I thought of one, and it's incredibly lame because I know Torpid's gonna laugh at this. Because the one big book that I read that was the original novelization of what's the author's name? I forget it. For Casino Royale of the James Bond series.
Oh my god!
It fits. It's Wang Luck, the James Bond book.
I don't read.
I mean, I had to read as a kid. Like, if I were to go with it now, I would probably go with like something from the Oregon Files from Clive Cussler. But I don't know which one. What? I like those books. They're fun.
One of the books I remember reading when I was a kid was White Fang, and I remember being utterly bored by that book. But I still had to write an essay about it, so I was bored for like a whole week.
Seriously, like, read one of the Oregon Files. Like, the characters are great.
I don't read.
MacArthur is probably the funniest just because they got, like... They took like, the sniper military archetype and made him, like, a rakish southerner, and it's great.
I'm sorry, Wang, I don't read.
Dang, what a tragedy.
Illiterate.
I'm glad you at least enjoyed Sahara, because that movie is...
It was pretty fun.
That movie is junk food, but I love it so much.
Now, I got no qualms with Wang enjoying a book. That's not the thing here.
Oh, what would I say is like the best one? Because the one that comes to my mind is I think Typhoon Fury, just because ironically, it's a plot set in the Philippines. So my brain is just automatically like, oh, shit, what?
Why is that ironic? Makes sense.
No, you're right. It's just that nobody ever uses ironic, right? And I fall into that.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Shut up.
It's like rain on your wedding day.
A free ride that you just can't take.
기꺼이 내 목숨을 내놓겠다. 어떤 식으로 죽이든 방법은
Free ride when you're already
그대로 받아들여.
I don't remember.
I will say this.
Advice you just can't take.
I will say this though, for in any regards to Clive Cussler, is that while he is very much like a sailor at heart and focuses on like non-profit organizations, there is a pretty big chunk of American nationalism in his writing.
Shock.
Yeah, but you know what? At least he made his fictional organization real.
And it's done so much for the global community of like seafaring?
Mostly American oceanic history, but yeah.
Ahab snatches Ishmael's harpoon and brings it close to her throat. This is a fucking power move right here.
It's fucking raw.
자, 지금이라도 내 동맥을 끊어내고 싶지.
Let me kill the whale, and I'll gladly give you my life.
Come on, right here. No balls. Do it.
내가 목적을 달성한다면 이렇게 동맥이 가장 잘 보이고
As I said, Ahab is a very good foil.
This is really good.
이 날카롭게 다듬어진 작살. 어떻게든 고통스럽게 나를 죽이는 생각을 하며 매일 밤을 갈아.
This is the charisma and insight that makes Ahab fascinating.
마치 나처럼.
Master manipulator.
Just the thought of like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I know what you want. You want to see his head roll? Let's make it easy. Here's the harpoon. Here's my neck. Come on, just let me kill the whale.
I hate that I'm just picturing someone just looking at Ahab right now and just going, "It should have been me."
내가 누구보다 너를 잘 이해하지. 그 애절한 마음을, 증오스러운 나날을.
그래. 지금 당장이라도 너를 찢어 죽이는 걸 간신히 참고 있어.
Just like me.
I do love Ahab's design.
It's really good. It's interesting though, because it doesn't really look like a sailor's outfit. It looks more like an aviator outfit.
하지만 하지 않지.
Oof. These voice actors are killing it.
너는 너무 잘 알거든. 시퍼런 날이 든 작살이 목에 나 있는 솜털을 긁고 있는 지금 이 순간조차 날 죽이기엔 네가 너무 약하다는 걸 알아.
No, this is not her ego harpoon. No, Ishmael just has a harpoon that she has killed several people with in the plot.
Yeah.
I think Snag Harpoon is basically the environment that spawns around Ishmael.
I'd say this is the environment and the shield, maybe.
Maybe.
Wait, no, it's the environment, the rope, also.
The cap worn by Ahab is an Imperial German captain, a departure from the Nant. Interesting.
Thing is, Ishmael gets a different shield when she goes in Snag Harpoon mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's driftwood.
So she has an rope.
창백한 고래를 죽이기만 한다면 내 손으로 끝을 낼 수.
I think the harpoon. I think Snag Harpoon is also the harpoon, but she just has a harpoon from her sailing days. But
yeah, she's a harpooner. That was what she did.
Yeah.
So like she could have like she has her regular harpoon, but if she like doesn't have it and she needs a harpoon, bam, ego.
Yeah, that harpoon is for hunting.
Kind of like how with Rodion, a lot of her egos manifest around her axe. Like, it's basically a,
Focus?
Yeah.
나의 모든 것은 그때 완성돼.
While Ishmael...
그 이후는
While Ishmael focuses stuff into a harpoon, Rodion focuses on an axe.
You see, she keeps the mace for clubbing seals, Strike.
Yeah, let's get fucking crazy here. Ishmael laughed and laughed. She did not fight back with her biting tongue, nor did she sharply and rationally criticize the captain's words as she did ours. She laughed and laughed, glaring straight into Ahab's eyes.
좋아, 좋은 눈이야. 네 대답이 벌써 보여. 머릿속에는 이미 들렸지.
그래. 당신의 마지막 항해를 즐기길 바라지, 에이브.
A little taste.
그리고
the appetite.
모든 걸 바쳐서 심장이 터질 때까지 살아남아. 그렇게 완성된 당신을 기쁜 마음으로 쳐 죽여줄 테니.
So, if anybody has done any, like, casual, just, you know, analysis of plot period to where you understand tropes, I'm pretty damn sure that Ahab is not going to survive to that point, and Ishmael is going to lose her chance at revenge.
See, this isn't true hate to me.
What was that, Torb?
This isn't true hate to me.
What is true hate
But
to
go
you?
on. I'll explain after the cutscene.
실망시키지 않는다, 이스마엘. 꿰뚫을 보람이 있는 용암 고래보다 뜨거운
Just become a hater like me.
펄떡이는 심장이.
Yes.
A sense of overwhelming dread emanated from the pair's mad laughter. Neither I nor the other sinners dared to intrude. Their laughs were very much alike, to the point where I wasn't sure which belonged to Ishmael and which to Ahab. What was I thinking then? I'm not really sure. It wasn't like we had any other choice, but maybe I was hoping that Ishmael would refuse the offer.
심장에 가는 항해에 동참하기로 했다면서. 든든하네. 이렇게 흰 부분 없이 팔팔한 사람들이 같이 해준다니. 그러고 보니 너희는 어떻게 멀쩡한 거야?
Weird cheating.
어떻게 이 창백한 고래의 영향을 하나도.
So the power is immediate. Curiously, Starbuck asked.
Well, we are clean is the weird thing. Completely.
운이 좋았달까?
So the question is, which arm does Greg have wrapped around Don Quixote's mouth? Because this is important.
Don't worry about it.
Gregor cut in and blocked Don Quixote's mouth.
His second normal arm, obviously.
So, Wang, you want to know what true hate to me is?
What's that?
True hate isn't... There's no catharsis to be derived from someone getting what they wanted and then killing them. There's no fun in that.
You want to get them... You want to deny them that moment at the very last second.
Yes! When they're at their peak, deny them supremely. Take what they want from them.
Basically edge them to death.
심장까지 도달하기 위해서
Essentially.
꼭 완수해야만 하는 일들이.
I think Ishmael's logic is that there is no fun killing a broken Ahab. Like...
But at that point, she's already won. Killing her... Because think about it this way. Once Ahab kills the whale, she has nothing left. She's already won. Killing her makes no difference at that point.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. Like, I understand your logic. I'm just simply saying from Ishmael's standpoint is that she doesn't want... She doesn't want to kill a broken creature. She wants to kill what in her mind was the perfect iteration of what ruined her life.
All she wants is basically just to kill her. Like, she doesn't want Ahab to die to anything other than to her own hands.
I know. I'm just saying she's playing perfectly to Ahab because Ahab has no plans after this. Let's be real.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Ahab has been obsessed in singular in focus.
두 개의 길을 각각 동시에 가야만 하지. 우리 피쿼드호는 최장을 지나갈 것이다.
Yeah, Mallet got it right. She wants to kill Ahab. The entity,
Oh, I'm not saying kill the whale. I'm saying deprive her of that whale killing.
No, like...
When it's within her grasp.
Yeah, but that's not Ishmael's motive. Like, this is not...
Yeah, Ishmael has no
this is not for gratification, this is for closure.
I'm just saying what true hate is to me.
Yeah, I get you there. I understand that. This is basically like the disparity between you, Torpotypus, and Ishmael.
I also say that it feels more like Ishmael is just acting in a way like Ahab, in a way.
최장을 왜 너희가 지나가지?
Like she's becoming so singular like Ahab is.
Yeah, it's a reflection.
She's a foil, yes, for Ishmael, yeah. What I've been saying.
Sorry.
I had a blank for a second because I was sort of like, does the pancreas have acid? I'm like, no, yeah, it does actually. Fuck.
So remember, Highwaying, that this is a fucked up whale, so the anatomy may not be always be 1-to-1.
True.
This whale is one fucked up white boy.
Starbucks shrugged next to the captain.
또한 최장은 인어들이 제일 많이 서식하는 구역이다. 평생을 인어와 고래를 잡는 데 썼던 우리 선원들에게 유리한 항해지.
It was a good thing that Ahab is singularly focused on this and obsessed. That way she could actually, know what the fuck she's talking about.
그렇다고 특별히 까다롭게 강한 인어가 있는 것은 아니지만 수로 밀어붙이는 게 적합하다.
I don't know.
우리는
That woman is a fucking
최장의
serpent.
끝에서 그곳에 있는 가장 두꺼운 정맥을 잘라.
She knows what to say and when to say it to get exactly what she needs.
Yeah, master manipulator. She's got like
she has raw ass charisma.
왼쪽 좌심방이 열린다.
And all the problems that come with that.
그럼
이쪽 배로 연결된 심장의 우심방. 이곳은 길이 좁아서 작은 배로도 충분하다.
If we had a smaller vessel, but also there's well, as mentioned, this is a whale anatomy, so it's not different, but like straight shot to the heart is a complicated thing.
This whale is very big.
Yeah.
It has very, very big valves that could crush you to death. Oh no, are we going to be fighting fucking parasites?
너희 같은 소수의 인원은 대규모 전투보다 그런 까다로운 놈들을 상대하는 게 적격으로 보였다.
I'm assuming this is, the descriptive men, because that feels like we're excluding half the team here.
That's your people.
Yeah.
너희가 없었다면 스타벅과 퀵해그를 포함한 정예 인원을 10명은 보내야 했겠지. 정예 선원이 한쪽으로 치중된 항해는 실패율을 올린다. 야간 골치 아프지 않을 수 없었어. 하지만 운명적으로 나타나주니 이제 와서 이렇게 모든 게 맞아떨어지는 운명이란 놈은 이렇게 제멋대로지.
에이헤브 씨가 말한 다른 것이라면 로보토미 지부를 삼키면서 같이 삼켜졌을 환상체일 가능성이 높군요.
Oh, right.
I feel that all of Ahab's obsessive and madness, you can sort of trust them in a way that they will do what they say they will do.
It's the Jack Sparrow logic of you could trust a dishonest person to be dishonest. Like, Ahab is a snake and, says what you want to hear and is very deceptive. But that is a known value.
너희가 그곳의 괴물들을 죽이고 마찬가지로 동맥을 자르면 우심방이 열린다.
Devil, you
I
know.
mean, I would disagree because you know she will do anything she can to get what she wants.
Yeah.
She's not above lying. Let's not
No,
pretend here.
I'm not. That's why I said you could trust a dishonest person to be dishonest, so you could work around that. The question is, will the sinners? Because one already isn't.
I mean, there's one person who we gotta worry about in this.
이렇게나 큰 놈이면 심장을 뛰게 하는 심장이 있는 건 당연한 거다.
Is that supposed to be obvious?
아기 맥동하는 그 심장을 터뜨리고 나서야 비로소 볼 수 있으리라. 바깥쪽에서부터 새어나오는 자유로운 태양빛을.
I think the great thing about this is that, much like the novels version, Ahab is very good at putting all of the world's evils onto this one whale, which makes it really easy for like the crew to be like, yeah, fuck that whale.
Fuck that whale.
Yeah, fuck the whale.
When really, when you think about it, it's very like her way is basically her arguments are basically her, you know, personal misconceptions. Meanwhile, Ishmael is in for this point. I was just basically going to be like full-on Joker mode. Yeah,
See,
I agree.
Ishmael lives in a society.
Looks like Ahab wasn't kidding about checking every nook and cranny out of the belly of the whale. She did all of that with a singular desire to hunt, to kill this great whale once and for all, and for such a long time.
난 여전히 마음에 안 들어. 저 정체도 모를 선장놈에게 모든 계획을 맡기고 명령에 따라야 한다니. 우리는 시계 대가리 말만 따르는 것 아니야?
You flip here, the voice of reason somehow.
Nah. As you know, selfish and, you know, brazen as Heathcliff is, he's actually very, you know, set in a very common sense part of logic.
He's also a bastard.
Yeah, like he's a piece of shit, but like he follows a very, you know, a very reasonable
He's a
mindset.
straightforward person.
Yeah. Though I don't know about the whole like turning into a mermaid thing, but really the only unreasonable person in this entire mission has been Ishmael, but you know that was a given.
이곳은 정보량이 절대적으로 부족한 전장이자 미지의 공간이다. 언제 어떤 식으로 관리자님이 위험에 빠질지 알 수. 승률 낮은 도박에 관리자님이 안전한 지수인 작전을 그저 자존심 때문에 실행한다는 건 신임 머저리들도 꺼내지 않는 이야기다.
심장만 터뜨린다면 끝장날 수 있어. 심장만 터뜨린다면.
She grits her teeth as she repeats it to herself like a mantra, so that she may never forget, not even for a moment.
자, 집결지에서 만나지. 모두 좋은 항해가 되도록. 나의 선원들이여, 그토록 고대하던 태양을 볼 날이 얼마 남지 않았다. 비릿하고 비열한 도시의 공기를 마시는 것도 말이야.
This is a good line. Ahab provided us with a boat that could bring us all the way to the heart.
피코드 선원만 가능해. 이 배 운전. 그러니까 내가 해.
Queequeg joined us as our helmswoman. Queequeg wasn't lying. This boat wasn't like any other boat we've seen. Its body was made of flesh and bone. I also noticed a few pieces of metal plates that were visible between the organic materials. Only a crew of the Pequod could possibly know how to steer this bizarre ship.
Meat ship, meat ship.
Midnight meat ship.
How long will it take them to have made that ship?
Probably not long in the actual process, but in the development, very long.
Yeah.
Ahab makes an offer to Ishmael that she could not refuse. Maybe I was hoping Ishmael wouldn't accept that offer, when I didn't even have a better alternative. Yeah, 15 minutes. We could do a couple of fights. Ahab would pass through the whale's pancreas with her crew, while we would pass through the right heart atrium. Once we have completed our missions, we would rendezvous before the heart and proceed from there. Queequeg joined us as helmswoman. Oh hey, we healed. I could adjust my roster a little bit. No, that's not right. What was I doing a while ago? There we go, that's what I was doing. Oh god, that's such a good frame. Ishmael stared wordlessly at Queequeg. That's not wordlessly at all.
선원 모두가 죽은 줄 알았어.
나도 죽었다고 생각했어. 너 그리고 내가 있던 곳엔 죽은 사람 태우지.
Did we ever know about this for the city? They never talked about burial rites in El Corporuna, did they?
No, because we have seen corpses disposed of in a lot of ways.
True.
Yeah, there is one thing I read in Destruction Detected where they cremated the bodies.
Because like the only things I could think of for quote unquote body handling is either the sweepers or the funeral of dead butterflies.
Yeah, the sweepers, but I think they're in the. I said it was in the Destruction Detective in the chapter about the guy that has a camera for a head. And later at the end say that smoke arises from the cremation house or something like that.
Oh yeah, man, I'm surprised you remember that.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, there's only so much space
Yeah.
in the city.
Yeah.
People die a lot in the city.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a fucking look right here.
나는 보고 싶어. 노을. 이 생각으로 버텨. 숨을 쉬지. 작살 던져.
바깥 세계는 싫었던 것 아니었어?
노을은 따뜻해. 언제나 어디서나.
So I know what she's getting at here, but like because of where I'm at, to me, sunset always means cold, which is a comfort where I'm at.
I'm reading some more subtext here, but
No, I know what you're getting at. The sunset's probably Ishmael.
Yeah.
It's just that like it's an interesting line to think about. I'm hearing a terrifying
gay,
cry.
homosexual, gay.
That's not the terrifying cry here, Tiger Brows.
인어들의 울음소리.
저렇게 돼 나가지 못하면 울부짖기만 해. 만나는 모든 것들을 죽이려고 녹아 천천히. 그러다가 처음부터 없었던 것처럼 흘러가. 되고 싶지 않아. 이노.
Also, I might be imagining things, but I feel like Queequeg's outfit is very mil-spec.
I mean, all of the Pequod's crew kind of are.
Yeah, because Starbuck had camouflage, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it like fucking Ahab is literally wearing a military uniform. So
Oh yeah, huh?
Naval uniform.
I see another vision of Ishmael. It's growing more and more frequent. Maybe it's the influence of the golden bow.
울음소리. 지하실에서는 매일같이 끔찍한 울음이 들려온다.
Whoa.
얘가 지하실로 갈 차례네.
Look at that fucking hair.
Pompadour Starbuck.
Good look for him.
Yeah.
There's no way he can keep his hair like that on the fucking ocean.
팁은 내려가기 싫어요. 무섭단 말이에요.
Is that? No.
제비 뽑기 거야. 안타깝지만 받아들이는 수밖에.
Oh, there we go.
이상하지 않아?
Yeah,
behold, short hair-ish.
Yeah,
It's cursed, isn't it?
It looks like they just like cut the original design and worked around it.
They turned off the
I think she looks fine. Goddamn.
Turned off a layer. Yeah, she looks fine.
I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just saying like it looks like it still has like the floof of the original, but they just like cut the design and like frayed around it.
No, I mean cursed in the same way. Cursed in the same way as seeing your dad without his mustache.
What were you gonna say, Tarpon?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's what cutting hair is, Wang.
Yeah.
Oh, we get to see the full design here. Shit.
She's got like a straight bob, though she does have like what looks like a little ponytail on the back.
It's a bob in the back to like keep the hair from going loose, but it's weird that she has that, but not like the side hair bobbed up either.
그 창백한 고래를 만날 수 있을 거니까.
Interesting that Ishmael's memories are in color, unlike Hisang.
Because he was
that
in
was a
T-Core.
visual metaphor.
Yeah, I know.
Also, Isang was in the place where
right,
color was taken.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
color
poor,
is
you're not
illegal.
allowed to have color.
Yeah.
끝낼 거야. 그래서 이 항해만 끝난다면
But also, visual
제대로
metaphor.
안 지키면서 내 배에서 무슨 소란이지?
선장님, 팁은 지하로 내려가기 싫어요. 죽을 것 같아 무서워요. 겁이 나요. 팁은 밤마다 소리를 들어요. 지하실 문을 긁는 소리요.
Ooh, look at that face. That is a face wrenched in hatred.
팁은 알아요. 팁은 봤어요. 저건이었잖아요, 선장님. 서비탄 보트가 그 창백한 고래에게 먹혀버렸어.
비, 지하실의 소리는 듣지 말고 호수 너머를 보도록.
Also, it's wild to think that this is just a lake.
It's kind of a lake, but it's way more than a lake.
It's a bunch of lakes. The Great Lake encompasses many lakes.
What does an ocean look like?
저것의 울음소리가 커진다.
Go to the outskirts, buddy.
그것이 가까이에 있다는 증거니까.
The answer is terrible. Nothing good comes from the outskirts.
I don't know if I'd say reasonable, Selnar. Good to his crew, maybe. Not reasonable, because remember, at some points in the books before we get to the thing, like, Ahab throws his lot in with the devil? And also prays to his sun god. Like, the man is not reasonable. Affable, not reasonable.
나는 그날 한밤중 에이헤브의 선장실로 몰래 들어갔다. 선장실에 무단으로 들어간다는 건 금기에 가까운 짓이었다. 뱃사람이라면 누구나 알고 있는. 만약 붙잡히면
You think they're gonna change Ishmael's ego line
이상하지 않을 행위였지만
after this chapter?
You'll have to find out, won't you?
Damn.
정확히 무슨 생각이었는지는 나 스스로도 알 수 없었다.
And no longer it's gonna be. She has to be. They have to realize to be eat shit asshole.
Oh wow. I'm trying to parse what's going on here.
Those are just charts.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Does Ahab sleep with her eyes open?
You don't?
No, I sleep face down with my face in the fucking mattress.
Oh, ew, no.
This looks like a murder shed.
Are you saying you don't Gmod ragdoll into your bed?
It's kind of exactly what I do, honestly. Oh, it isn't a bun, it is a ponytail.
Told ya.
미동 하나 없었다. 나는 그 모습을 쳐다보다 비틀거리며 선장실 문을 열고 나왔다.
I think short hair ish is cute.
It is.
스타벅 씨.
선장님은 주무실 때도 언제나 눈을 똑바로 뜨고 계시지.
Like, as someone who's been to a murder shed before, that is definitely a murder shed.
호수의 영역
Why have
어딘가에
you been
있어.
to a murder shed before?
그
Well, you
창백한
see,
고래를
back at my old place, there's a friend who lived not too far from me. And at one point we learned in the woods behind his house was this weird murder shed. Now, we don't know if anyone was killed there, but it was definitely a murder shed, and we don't know who owned the murder shed. That's the secret. Because it was like a decent distance from all the houses nearby.
Ugh.
선장님은 자고 있는 게 아니야. 언제나 깨어나 있지.
이씨.
그래. 이곳은 선장의 소나귀. 우리는
Ahab may be a little off her rocker.
허락해주는 만큼의 숨만 쉬고 있을.
A little?
Yeah, that's being generous.
A little.
얼른 들어가서 자. 선장님의 말씀대로 그 고래는 멀리 있지 않으니까.
Also, to be fair about the Ahab being reasonable thing, Seldar,
다른 생각을 해주길 바라기는 하지만
what we have seen is at the end of the journey.
그런 시간도
Like, all of this is right as the quarry was in sight.
곧 자유로워질 수 있어. 창백한 고래를 잡고 배에서 내리면 우리는
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴.
And now for something completely different.
해보자고.
I'm like, oh yeah, we gotta fight. I was sitting there like, man, this cutscene's going for a while. Good thing that we were about to call it. And I'm like, all right, I have a fight to do, don't I?
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
날 뛰어보라고.
Man, that is
Please flip your fucking coin.
That was the saddest quick suppression I have ever seen.
정신 못 차릴 거야. 적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
How, Darklight?
Probably because people are
What's
trying.
wrong with those people?
Probably because they're trying to like. I don't know. Like my only thought would be like they're trying to like act out every cutscene, but like you have that.
I beat it pre-nerf in like 5.5 hours.
Yeah, there are people also who mute the voices because they try to actively listen, I think.
Oh, yeah, no, I have every cutscene on autoplay.
Well,
Like-
the point Fenfil and I are trying to make is like that even with like provided cutscenes, some people might be like, you know, acting out the scenes, which seems a little odd in my opinion.
Yeah, well.
It could be that they're just bad at the game.
Yeah, they nerfed the dungeon right as I beat it, which was very funny. Like, I finished the dungeon and all its cutscenes, I come out, it's like, there's an update, I'm like, oh, fuck you.
Now you can be one of those weirdos who are like, I beat it pre-nerf. You don't know how bad it really was. Badge of honor kind of thing.
It's mostly they just drop some health values. That's about it.
Well, that's currently what it is. I think they're trying. They want to do more, but can't do at this certain time.
Well, unfortunately, due to, you know, work conditions and my own personal interests, I have to cut the plot here. Because A, I do have work in the morning, but also B, I have another game that I'm like deeply engrossed in right now and want to finish the plot of, because I've been doing an epilogue for a video game for 8 hours, and I'm slowly losing my mind.
It won't take that long.
Finfil, I'm at the last bit, and Final Boss Phase 2 is a huge leap in difficulty.
Are you using your summons?
Yes. But
use them more because they give you iframes.
Not only that, they also have a bullet kill, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. They shoot.
They
shoot more bullets. They shoot more bullets than my iframes, and the stat boosts aren't enough.
Yeah, I get it.
That's why I'm building up number.